Start recording. Crack that open. Boom!
Can measurements.
Boom! How many have we got here? 1, 2,
3.
Okay, come on, let's practice it, okay? 3, here we go. We got 3 hands, 4 hands, no, 4 hands, 3 coins. Which one do you want to go for? Is it hand number 1?
Yeah.
2, 3, and of course, still, someone's going to choose number 2.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Richard Melbourne, the entire CV crew.
That's right.
Collectiveverse, Chocks.
Exactly. Well, I would usually do the shout outs at the end of the video stream, but since we're here and we had to, you know, these came in this week, literally like a couple of minutes after I've been chatting with Richard. I said, Richard came up to me, you know, PM me and said, "Have these arrived?" I said, "Nah, I haven't heard anything yet." And then like a couple of minutes later, ding dong, the postman came and dropped off a big brown box, and I'm like, "What the hell is this stuff? Is this gonna explode?" And then no, took it out. It was heavy stuff, heavy duty stuff, and then in there was like a bunch of coins. Big, massive gold coins.
Not coins, mate. Medals.
Yeah, medals.
Medals.
Sorry, medals.
First place, baby.
First medals. And
so
yeah, I was going to give a shout out to Collectiveverse at the end of the stream.
Oh, we got Richard, we got Ian on the stream right now. Why not kick it off with that?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
The other guy, yeah.
The other guy.
Yeah. So basically, yeah. Apparently, you know, these have been in the making for a while, I've been told. So a lot of back and forth change because our funky logo is like the toughest stuff to make in the collecting community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the worst, not the worst, as in like the hardest logo.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You can go with
so it's up there. All right. Then. So, anyways, so yeah, apparently, we opened the box and I say, "How come there's 6 coins? I'm sure we didn't win 6 items."
No. It was 3.
And then I asked Richard, and
Yeah.
he goes, "Yeah, it was apparently like 1 for you, 1 for me."
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so like, you know, 1 each.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and yeah, so thank you very much. We're gonna keep these in this nice protected casing, and then we're gonna have them displayed next to, obviously, the best professional scope, which is Artorias from the Dark Souls line.
Yep.
Yeah, and then another coin, which was, you know, the best Facebook group.
Woo woo.
Yay!
Woo woo.
And then last but not least,
this stream, baby.
yep, the best, longest chat ever.
Stream,
Anything
baby.
over 31 minutes.
That's
Classified
right, yeah.
as a long chat. So,
I love
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it says here, what? Makers of high-end collectibles, sponsored by First for Figures. Makers of high-end collectibles, sponsored by First for Figures.
Absolutely.
And
Glad that you didn't get that wrong.
Golden
Sponsored by what?
And then on the other side, you know, you want to show that to the camera.
yeah.
Golden Collector Awards winner 2017. Golden Collectors Award winner 2017. And again, Golden Collectors Award 2017. Like GCA.
Beautiful.
GCA 17.
I'm looking forward to seeing a GCA 18
Yes.
in a year's time. Hey, Richard?
Yes.
Yeah. If you guys would do us the honor of voting for us in the future,
Yes.
that implies we've got to keep. That implies we've got to keep going with these.
It's like a scout's badge.
Got to keep going with these streams, so we're eligible next year, at the end of this year, to go for it.
That's right. So hopefully these will be bum 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 bum.
Sweet. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So massive shout out to Collectiveverse, Richard in particular, organising the design of all of this. Ian Dempster and the rest of the CV team working hard. They're doing a bunch of different stuff as well. It's actually gone more than just.
It's more than just.
It's not even Collectiveverse anymore. It's the CV group. Yo, and it's going to be a sort of. Well, there's one specifically for video game stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kicking it off. Already kicked off?
It's already kicked off.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's
Yeah,
like last week, apparently, I believe. Well,
yeah.
From what I've seen, and it's basically it's very similar to the Collectiveverse, with gathering all the other media channels,
but specifically for video games.
I was like, what the hell, man? It's like we do video game statues.
Yeah.
And then immediately like that, flip to Switch. And then boom, First for Figures are in there.
Boom.
Yeah. So
boom.
Yeah, hopefully a lot of people.
There you go, guys. Total Video Gamers.
That's right.
.com. Good morning, America. Good afternoon, EU. Good evening, Asia. And a very good evening to Australia. Thank you for joining us today. It is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 62. And it is the 16th of March, 2018. Chocks, 62. If you think about it, that seems quite a lot if you think about it. Bearing in mind, it seems on average we're doing at least, I don't think at the beginning, it wasn't like the first one, it wasn't 3 hours long, but it seems that they are getting longer and longer. And of course it does, if you think about last week, it was over 3 hours, but of course a lot of that was because Jeremy Beerson decided to try and take me out of who that, trying to take us out of that, so we had to put him in his place.
So you finally recovered over that excitement.
Just about.
Yeah.
What is up, Brenton? Thank you for joining us. Oh, nice one, Barry. 3 more days to go. Hey, Derek, how's it going? Yeah, so, you know, in terms of... Hey, we have JC in the house. Yo, how's it going? So, you know, in terms of the... In terms of the... I don't even know what I was talking about.
In terms of the what?
I don't even remember. What was I even saying?
What do you want to say?
I can't even remember what I was saying. I had a bit of a blank.
I totally missed out all the messages because we're totally hyped with these coins.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not working because I pulled off.
Yeah, I know. I still got a battery then. Hold on. I'll just plug my. Just make sure. I've just done that a bit. Hold on, yeah. Oh no!
What?
Oh, there it is. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. There it is. All right. Where were we even starting? We're going to start off with this week in review. No, we got some notices to do first.
Always notices.
All right. All right.
So hopefully you guys are all ready, all set up in your settee, sofa, because it's going to be another 3 hours tonight. Is that right?
That's what I was saying. 3 hours.
3
I feel
hours,
like
right.
it's been... Last week was all about... Because I was too busy remembering about being almost taken up. Are you serious right now?
Come on. They should know by now we'll do a stream on a Friday.
John? You're my business partner and I love you, but you do know every Friday I do a Q&A and I'm currently live right now. So would you like to have this conversation now or some other time? No? I'll go... Yep. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because you're online. You know, I can put you on speakerphone if you want all 95 of other people to listen to. No, you sure? Okay, all right then. Okay, I'll see you later. Yeah. Okay then. Bye.
He's probably just called to say, "Hey, you got your mic turned off." Right? He's just telling us. He just wants to remind us.
Who did that? That was.
It was Lorenzo.
Lorenzo.
Your mic's on. Oh, 101.
3 lucky winners. Boom. That was quick.
Yes. Because I'm assuming everyone's probably thinking tonight's going to be a preview Friday.
But we told everyone last week that it wouldn't be a preview Friday.
Well, no, everyone would know, right? They're thinking, oh yes, every 2 weeks. It's like clockwork.
Yeah. Well, it hasn't been like that for... It's only been like that for... We tried our best to maintain it for about all of this year, and then we've given up on the 3rd month.
Or at least we're trying, guys.
We're trying. We're
always trying.
Now, as I was saying, the streams, 3 hours, over 3 hours. I'm quite interested. The first Q&A, how long was it?
I don't know. I have to go back and watch the
Because you remember, John was like, oh, you guys are doing these 5-hour streams. Crazy.
Too long.
During the... Because what we used to do, guys, as you remember, when we used to do a launch, we would show everything of what it was, reveal it, go for pre-orders, that whole mammoth thing. We kicked that off for the first time ever with King of Red Lions, you remember?
The first launch. It wasn't.
Yeah, it was King of Red Lions.
There was no such thing as a Friday Q&A then. It was
that's right.
A launch.
Yeah. It was a
marathon. It was like a 12-hour launch.
It was
a 24-hour launch.
It was a 24-hour launch. Something like that. That was
the longest stream because that was about 5 or 6 hours because we
gave away a skull kit.
Yeah, and we also brought in the various suit.
Brought in the various suit
at the end.
That was pretty crazy. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, and that was our first ever stream that we sort of set up and all that sort of good stuff. And then, of course, John was like, "Why are you guys? That's crazy." And why don't you do like in half an hour of the news?
Well, it wasn't crazy because like we kind of left. We left to catch the last train or something like that. Was it not?
No.
We were driving. Yeah,
I think I would have driven in.
And then we left King of Red Lions on the.
Do you guys remember that? Yeah, it was a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, on the Lazy
Uncle
Susan.
Scab's in the house. Yeah.
And then it's like, oh yeah, having a nice lights and you can see the sunrise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and
right.
then we came back in the next day around about midday.
Do you remember when I used to have that camera over your shoulder when you were trying to make things go live, and I was like,
Yeah,
and that was only like your second stream, your second launch,
click,
your
click.
second thing or something. You weren't here for very long beforehand, so you sort of like, ooh.
Yeah, probably about third one in. Or
Yeah, something like that.
Because Mega Man was like,
yeah. And then
I was at home and you were at home, and we're like, hey Alex, so do I press this button? Yeah. So that was the first launch. The second was Artorias, obviously, and we were like, yeah, let's try this stream thing.
Yeah, we were like, that was bonkers. Right?
Yeah, what the hell was going on there?
Yeah.
And then we thought, hey, let's try and do this a little bit more professional in the office.
Mm-hmm.
We were like going back and forth what days we should do.
Yeah.
Should we do it at the weekends?
Yeah.
Do we need to do it during the day?
So we did it on that Tuesday.
Yeah.
And we did it on that Tuesday, and we went for 24 hours of that. Well, obviously the stream was there, but we did it for about 5 hours, and then we came back and we said goodbye, etc., etc. So that was that. But interesting, I can remember because it was over there, and I couldn't work anywhere near there. I had to sort of work on this side.
Yeah.
And the John said, that's crazy. I suggest you just do once a week, a weekly show. That's just half an hour of the news. How did it end up on half an hour of news to? Did he say Did he say 30 minutes or 3 hours?
It was like 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Sure, because I think we honestly said 3 hours because that's what we've been doing.
No, he said verbally 30 minutes, but in his mind, he's probably thinking 30 hours or something crazy.
Or the fact is, we have 30 minutes of news, but we stream we go off such tangents, and we end up talking about things like this. For example, it's well been 12 minutes of absolute nonsense.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden 3 hours has gone
Yeah.
past.
Yeah.
In any case, how are you guys doing? Thank you for joining us. What should you be doing today? Am I correct in saying now it's all an hour later for you guys? Is that right? And is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let us know in the comments. Maybe some people liked it being earlier, an hour, because they could see us just before going to work. Now that it's later for 1 hour, does that mean they're already at work and they can't join us?
It's back to how it was before.
Well, no, it's back to how it was every 6 months. There is no before.
Yeah, but the daylight thing would have been the first. How many daylight changes would we?
We've gone through a year of these things, so there is no
So
before.
we've done it twice. Have we done it twice?
Yeah, because it's been over a year. We've been doing this for over a year. So we've gone forward and backwards and forwards, so there is no definite one. So what do people say?
I wonder which one's better.
So I'm asking. For Aiden, it's worse because it's later for him. It should have been 9
PM.
Is that right? No, that can't be right. Does that make sense? I'm not even sure what's going on.
What does make sense?
Larissa's at work anyway, so she doesn't matter when she's doing it.
Yeah.
So wait, I can't remember. Is the clock's gone forwards or return to normal? 3 o'clock here, so two hours left until the weekend for Barry. Nice one. Nice one, Nana say. How many is that now? So 3 PM in daytime in Norway, so I'm sleepy.
Aiden, no daylight savings in Australia.
Ah, interesting. What's up, Greg Michalowski? Gregor, the game streaming, and he says he's 10:15 in Philly. No, we don't have them in Hong Kong. Don't have them in Hong Kong. It went forward an hour, so you're out of your normal. So you're forward an hour.
Yeah.
Or is that going back to your original time? Is it GMT?
So it was earlier for the last 6 months. It's been earlier for the guys.
I believe so. Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, oh yeah.
I believe so.
Martin from Kyoto.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
Oh, Martin, you're in Kyoto now. Konnichiwa. Are you there on holiday or are you living there? Let us know in the comments. Comments.
Everything with a suit.
Yeah, absolutely. Sue.
Welcome to the Preview Friday Sue.
Clocks forward move up an hour in the US. Stream was 6 AM, now it's 7 AM. Now, is that good or bad, Brenton? Ah, Uncle Scabs. That means you've been away. You couldn't be doing the 9 AM streams.
So it's 10 AM for him now.
It's 10 AM for you now, yeah? Uncle Scabs, of course, because he's based out in New York City. If you couldn't do 9, why can you do a 10? Let me know in the comments. Ah, was ist los, Martin? Normally he's in Germany. But right now he's in Kyoto.
What time would that be in Germany?
It will be around about 3, I would say.
Yeah.
I would say 3. It's good for Brunton. I like it. I like it, like it, like it.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, last weekend. So hopefully a week's, 5 days.
Yeah.
Should be enough time.
Stephen Banjo Miller. Hey, Stephen, let me know in the comments, has there been anything apart from Majora's Mask that you've cancelled because the quantity, that the order edition size has been too high? Because I really want to make you cancel because there's too many. Because that means it's been a successful piece. Let me know in the comments. I believe it's only Majora's Mask. I believe it's only been Majora's Mask. Austin Poe, yeah! Kenneth Gray.
Yo,
Gray,
Austin. Don't worry, Phil will hit you up on Monday. I'll sort it out.
Lucinda, we do a 3-hour stream, so make sure you're back in time for Who Dat, Who Dat. Of course, the question is, Chocks, is anybody going to win any points on Who Dat this week?
I don't know.
I'm not as confident anymore, having been taken to the edge of just like, oh, no one's ever going to get that.
I still haven't figured out what happens after 8K.
16K, yo!
Alright. So it's up to 32,000.
Sure, why not?
Up to 32,000K, yeah?
Why don't we go straight to gold?
From what? From 16? After 16?
After 16, 32, then gold.
16, 32, and then gold.
But what, if they're already gold, then we can work out something out, yeah? We'll say, I think gold is 100,000 points.
I don't know, I have to look at the
I think it's 100,000 points, right? So if we can just go, right, you go straight to gold, don't even pass go, straight to gold, right? If you're an entry level.
Right.
If you're a...
Why not just say 16, 32, and then whatever level you are at, you move up a level. Easier.
Because if you're on entry, 32 is already over. It's almost silver. You're almost up to 2 levels.
Silver and then up another level, so you move up 2 levels.
So that is gold then.
Yeah. But if you're gold...
Well, let's face it, Chocks. I don't even know why we're bothering. Ain't no one going to get there.
Yeah,
all getting taken out.
Yeah, and then watch this stats. Everyone will record that section.
Hey, Maxime, I'll let you know Artorias SD's last chance weekend starts tonight.
Yeah,
oh, did I say it's going to be for 10 p.m.?
Hey, what?
On the countdown, did I say 10 p.m.? Have a look at the page right now. What does it say?
What, that clock?
Yeah.
Damn clock.
If that clock says...
Why is my PC much faster when I'm in this room?
Yeah, baby.
You hogging all the internet, that's why.
Alright, so let me go and sort out Artorias, if that's the case. I'll take off the countdown. Is it negative already? Yeah. Alright, so let me... That's great. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to remove that and then open it up. So, Chocks, why don't you hit the announcements?
Announcements?
You know, the
notices, yeah?
Yeah, the notices.
So you're going to make that live now?
Yeah.
What about the other one?
We'll turn that off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can work until later.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Whilst Alex is playing with some stuff, quick notices. So, tonight, obviously, Artorias SD Last Chance Weekend begins. That's going to carry on until next week, next Monday, which we will, next Monday for you guys. We'll close it on Tuesday once we come back into the office. So hopefully, if you guys still on the fence, make sure you jump on that pre-order, because once it's gone, it's
done.
Waitlist. That's right. So nothing's guaranteed when you're on waitlist. So if you get your pre-orders in before the waitlist kicks in, you will guarantee your exclusive edition of Artorias SD. And we've got so much planned for that line, so much more coming out very soon this year for that. Much appreciate for those guys that have faith in us, have faith in the new line. Thanks for taking a chance on that. And
yeah, much appreciated.
Yeah, hopefully once we go further down in production, we'll provide some more video updates, packaging, all that lovely stuff that we did with Crash Bandicoot exclusive version as well. Right, so that's the SD line. For tonight, we will be closing the Castlevania Alucard, the pre-orders, But don't worry, that will come back in 2 weeks' time, which will be March the 30th, and that will be open until April the 2nd. Wow, we're moving into April now, so 4 days over that weekend for a la carte. But most importantly, this week, part of the first week in review, we might as well mention a bit about that as well.
Maxime, you can now order Artorias now back up live, I believe.
Yeah? Yeah. All right, cool. So, yeah, one other thing that we did mainly this week was send out emails for those guys that pre-ordered the Twilight version and the combo edition of a la carte. If you've been in the club this week, Alex has made a post, screen grab an email from Konami saying that some of the changes, well, the only change would be the collar on the Twilight edition. Originally, it's red. But now we've changed that to a light grey, and you can see those changes on the website. There's a couple of images on the Twilight page and the combo edition page, and then also on the main page, the scrolling banner. So again, Alex has mentioned that if you guys wish to keep that, all you have to do is do nothing, just carry on as normal. But if you guys prefer the original one, unfortunately we won't be doing the original one. So if you wish to cancel your pre-order, you will get your deposit back. I know a few guys have hit me up a bit disappointed, which is, it's all fair. I respect that.
Yeah, I apologise that we didn't get it right in the first place.
Yeah. I mean, we're always about that. I mean, example like the Metal Gear Solid, etc. We always listen to the club. We can't always make everyone happy, but we got confirmation from Konami that the change is going to happen. So that's the only option that we have on offer. So if you guys really like the new changes, thank you very much. Thanks for creating the noise, getting everyone rallied up and say, hey, we want this done. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully the guys that aren't so happy, hopefully next character down the line, maybe Dracula or Death, etc.
Didn't we update the webpage?
Yes, we have.
But he's saying that the combo one still has the
really? No, Sandy and Man has updated
it's
it.
Correct there.
Yeah, go to the combo page.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, it's updated.
Yeah, it's updated.
It's updated, yeah.
It's updated, yo. Martin.
In the corner it says Twilight Edition Revised Color 3D
yeah,
Mock-Up.
baby. It's all good in the house. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that.
Yeah, so guys, we sent out the emails today. So hopefully you guys have checked up on that. If you've got any other issues, you can always hit up CS or PM me myself, and we'll sort things out. Yeah,
absolutely. Mona Lisa, question: what is your opinion on Ganon's puppet Zelda? Good or bad? Let me know in the comments.
Why is that?
I'm just curious. Obviously, I know she has an undying love for Twilight, for True Form Midna. But my question is, does she like that colored skin, and therefore she wants to go for Ganon's puppet over the traditional Zelda? I don't know. I really don't know. I'd like to hear. I'd like to find out.
Oh, I've got to do something. Guys, I'm not sure, I haven't had a chance to look at your messages, but if some of you guys are new streamers, I'm going to make a post. I'm going to pin a post. I'm going to pin a comment in this stream at the top. It's where you can ask us questions, and Alex is going to go through them during the Q&A later on. And if you don't know where, if you click on that link and it says error, that's because you're not in the Collectors Club. So make sure you join the Collectors Club, the First for Figures official Collectors Club. And once you're in that club, you should be in that thread and ask us any question in there.
I like Ganon, ultimate enemy. I love Midna. I love Midna. Love, 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 love. Nice one, Mona. Nice one, Mona. Alright, guys, let us know if there's anybody here who it is their first stream. Let us know in the comments. Maybe this is the first stream that you've been to for a while because of daylight saving hours. Let us know in the comments. Of course, every week we'd like to at least one cherry. That would be nice. An F4F Friday Q&A cherry. That would be nice. Obviously, Michael Lai is the first time for him to join. So, that is that's interesting. Joe Williams says he just ordered Zelda's puppet. From us or from someone else? Normally, I think it's Misoda, isn't it?
Was what?
Zelda's Ganon's puppy. I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Nice one, Alicia. Thanks very much for joining us.
That's a new name, isn't it? Alicia.
There you go. She says the first ever.
Alicia.
Yeah, I know for you, Uncle Scabs. I normally say shout out to
Lazuri.
Yeah, Lazure. Normally I shout out. Ashley, I could say within 3 to 4 weeks if everything goes smoothly.
What's 3 to 4 weeks?
Nice one, Jacqueline Belmont with a last name like that. I'm very happy to see that. That's awesome news. Do not taint my passion for Zelda with that blue creature. She's kind of more greeny blue, I would say. I would sort of not sure if you're referring to the same character. Not quite sure. Nice one, Martin. Even when you're on holiday, you're watching the stream. I appreciate that. What is going on, Kanako Mori?
Hey, Kanako.
Thanks for joining. Did Harvey go to sleep? He asked me, have I found his bracelet? Do I know where his bracelet is? Do you know where his bracelet is? Did he find it? Let me know in the comments, my dear, or you can just PM me because I know you're kind of shy. Kind of shy.
He's wearing bracelets now.
No, he probably means his watch. I don't even know. What does he even mean?
Friendship bracelets. He's been swapping friendship bracelets at school. He's got some new friends.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Wesley is asking, what are these?
I have to go through all that again. These are, you know, our
trophies.
Awards. Yes, our trophies, our medallions, our medals, however you want to call it. Basically, we won these. Oh, you guys won them actually. The Collectors Club won them.
Yeah,
the Collectors Club made this happen. We were, you know, luckily to have met the CV guys, the Collectorverse guys, and we were. We also sponsored Bowser, the giveaway, if you guys remember, and you know, we didn't get it because we sponsored it, but you know, you guys made the vote for the longest live chat, yeah, best Facebook group, and best professional scope for Artorias.
Boom.
So 1 medal for each category, and basically, yeah, you guys made it happen. Like 2017, we've been picking up quite a lot of awards, and
so we started like that, right?
And it's because of you guys, like, you know, Toy Show Awards. All you had to do was give us angry emoticons, yeah, angry faces and stuff like that. That was fun. And then yeah.
And what else?
One of your favorite,
my favorite.
Yeah, one of your favorites.
No,
the
it's
poppies,
like,
the poppies.
No, it's
award.
just not.
Am I right? Was it poppies?
Yeah, poppies.
Yeah, poppies. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, poppies award.
This is something I used to that when I first started out.
Yeah.
I sort of, you know, every year I'll go and just to see.
Yeah,
what was
yeah.
going
Michael's been doing that for a long time.
Right.
A long time. Like
to get the first ever nomination and win would have been like coming out of nowhere, and be like, yeah, that's right. I mean, that's right, indeed.
The power of the Collectors Club.
Indeed,
so thanks
that
for the
is
vote.
it.
That was for Artorias as well. Best statue, I believe.
Possibly. I just
And then
remember
there's
going,
Collector. Yeah, you were like, oh, what's today's? What have we won today, Chocks? I'm like, oh, right. So then they had the yeah, this ping. And there's more. Another one of your OG statue forum.
of course,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that was for Zelda.
There you go.
Yeah, King of Red Lions.
King of Red Lions. Shout out to all those that voted for us. Much
Yeah.
appreciated. Also, I know Nana was rallying for that
That's
as
right.
well, and I appreciate that.
Well,
Absolutely.
what else? Have I left anything out?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We need to get like a little sort of like a little.
Yeah, we should make this like 2017 what we've done, 2018 what we've done.
What we didn't do.
Yeah, something like that.
Indeed.
Hopefully, yeah. So,
All right.
yeah, appreciate you guys. I mean, can't say this enough. I mean, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, look, people. You know, Curtis is going. Should this be the new day one? I mean, this is something that we've been thinking about. You know, we certainly done some research into this. It was nice to get Richard's version of it.
Yeah.
I love the weight and the feel of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's definitely something that we have been thinking
Yeah,
about.
we have been thinking about when we started the core line.
Yeah.
We made a poll and say,
Which-
hey, what do you think would be great as a core line and or accessories. And you guys were saying, yeah, more
Coins
art prints,
and coins and stuff.
more
as well.
cards, coins, stands, and yeah, we've been thinking about that stuff and having these in hand.
These are hefty, Nick.
Yeah,
How much do you think it weighs?
I don't know. It's heavier than the Red Bull can.
That's 500, yeah? 250.
250 mil.
Yeah, but that's not even, that's already half drunk, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but it's still heavier than a can.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
I'd say,
can of Coke. No, I don't know. Oh, it's heavy.
the weight of the shoulders, too many medals, yeah? Oh. Too
How
many
much will we get on eBay for this? Hey Richard, how much are we worth?
Absolutely. All right, Chocks. We can review. Let's do this.
All right. So yeah. So let's get the important stuff mentioned. Yeah. We just briefly mentioned that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Dracula, keeping it with with Castlevania. Well, CV. Keeping it with Castlevania.
Yeah.
We will talk about Dracula, and I have gotten to a point where there's been an improvement on the Dracula head, but I'm still not getting universal opinions coming through. I think we're in the right direction. I think there's an improvement from the first one, but we still need to go further. And I think it's to do with expression. Right now, he's got a very neutral expression. I think he needs to be a bit more snooty, sneering, in your face, you can't touch me. You are nothing but a miserable pile of secrets. So that kind of like,
But he's been through so much, and he's kind of like, I don't care about humans. I've given up on that stuff. It's like, whatever. Yeah, he's been hurt.
Disdained.
He's been hurt. Like he's been denied.
Not like the way that JB's been denied.
Yes, he's been denied a couple of times. So you gotta feel bad for Dracula.
Do you feel a bit of a soft spot for him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. All right, let's do. So I'm gonna keep on going with that, guys. You can expect to see some more movement on that a little bit later
and keep
on.
that rallying going on for the character poll.
Yeah.
I know you guys been rallying that hard for the past week.
Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
Let me know in the comments. How's Richter doing? We were 225 last week. Last time I looked, we were 270. 50 in a week. It's not actually that bad. It's done better than I thought. It's not the 500, but you can see before when I posted that, it was like, but we've done 220 in 2 or 3 days. But I felt like it was plateauing. It's the curve hasn't done that. It's sort of doing a bit more like that than expected. So oh, 315 now, is it?
Yeah. I mean, it's good. I mean, just keep on going that. Keep pushing that up, like, I don't know, once or twice a week or something, because as the new anime comes out and as we start posting more Dracula, that number should keep on going.
Yeah, well, keep it coming. Keep it coming. I can tell you that we've been working really hard on Death, and that is looking tight.
Looking good.
That is looking really good. Really, really good. When I was designing it, I was imagining next to Alucard and how that's going to go, and of course with Death there as well, it's just going to be...
He actually floats.
What?
With magic.
Did I miss that meeting? So, yeah, that's not bad at all.
Where's this poll? Jacqueline Belmont is asking. Come on,
nice.
Come on, Greg, help out Jacqueline.
Yeah, send her to where she needs to go to vote. Let's get those numbers up.
Send all those Castlevania fans exactly where they need to go.
That would be good. Hi, Alicia. I'm Alex, and this is Chuckles. Welcome to Friday Q&A.
Hi, Alicia.
Can we just pause for a moment, Chocks, and quickly review before we go onto the week in review? What? It's been another week, guys, and in the ongoing saga of whether or not Chocks has cut his hair, the answer is nope.
Yeah, I'm trying to find time.
Trying to find time.
I'm trying to find time.
And likewise, guys, can we have a bit of a, obviously the elephant in the room? What do you guys think? I've gone black today. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Just going through. We did a documentary today as well.
Yes, guys. I believe on Monday I made a post saying, "Hey, something something arrived in the office, and you guys were like, "Oh, what it would be? It'll be good. It'll be Crash. It'll be Truth on Midnight, etc., etc." And of course, it's part of the documentary that Alex and I did this morning, and it's probably our first documentary we did in the morning, so you might get a different feeling in that video. It's a very good feeling, and we're very excited, very happy to have created that documentary.
So, I really enjoyed today's documentary, Chocks. I enjoyed it. I felt pumped. Was it because it was during daytime hours rather than it's like, oh my god, it's like 12 o'clock? Like, yeah, and then look at the details
when we do a documentary,
normally,
we finish it and boom, let's go home or something like that.
Yeah. Well, it was almost like trying to get it done to get it out because it's already late and we're doing it after hours are closed.
Yeah.
This time it was during the day. It was, I felt energized and I did it. Now, was it because of the item that we were doing and the fact that we have great passion for it?
And we got
versus
new clean shirts. That's probably why as well.
It's that as well.
Do let us know once you see, guys. Once you've seen the documentary, do let us know in the comments. Do you prefer us in white shirts or do you prefer us in black shirts? Or,
well, look, there's a lot of the nice ones are saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it matches with my glasses.
Maybe you guys can vote what color range you want us to wear. Pink shirts.
Hey, we talked a lot about, because obviously we did Crash, and we can confirm next week will be reservation a weekend for Crash Bandicoot. Super pumped for that.
There you go.
Heard it here. But in that, we talk a lot about almost like it's like a crowd designing. It's like a crowd design statue. One of the most crowd, much community input as I can ever remember. Yeah, okay, we had it for Alucard. Yeah, we talked about the face, but Crash goes beyond that. Crash was the face, the color, the pose, all those aspects, all of those things were, which is, the vast majority of the product itself was done through input with the community. Now, of course, we talked about that, so continuing that, if you want to see us in pink clothes, if you want to see us in whatever color t-shirts, make a poll.
Did you check how long the documentary was?
No.
In the end?
No. Well, how he hasn't undone it? Why?
Well, we normally would know how long it normally is.
Well,
unedited.
Unedited? Well, it's an hour and a half unedited, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we stopped it 3 times.
Overlay now.
I stopped doing that because I know he's going to miss it.
Jeffrey.
Neon pink, yeah? You want to see us a neon pink? Make a poll, vote for it. If there's enough votes, 250 plus, we'll get some t-shirts made up in that color and we'll wear it on a Q&A. Or wear it in a documentary. It is what it is. Let us know in the comments. We are but nothing but a mouthpiece and a vessel for the OCC. Straight there. OCC. Nice one, Monya. Alright, cool. So let us keep going with the week in review.
Right, I'll do that one, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, guys, so out of nowhere, if you guys have been following another company called G&F Toys,
Great partners.
Yeah, Korean company. Make sure you like their Facebook page, G&F Toys, because as you Sega and Sonic fan know, we have a F4F partnerships with G&F Toys. We've done the Sonic the Hedgehog Boom 8 series. The very first one, as you guys know, there was 2 Sonics in the small 3-inch PVC range, and this week they made an announcement on their Facebook page for Series 2. Obviously, you guys have been asking us when is the next series and then when's the next series, and we kind of mentioned that, hey, something will happen after Chinese New Year, and then the boys and the girls over in G&F Toys made the announcement of, you can see it, it's kind of grayed out, but it's it's easy recognizable.
Yep.
There's Tails and Knuckles.
Boom.
Right? So I went up to Jeff and go, Jeff, what the hell's going on, man? Get this stuff in the office and do a partnership video. And then Jeff hit them up and say, we're going to get those soon, hopefully sometime end of the month or April. We're not sure, but sometime very soon. And yeah,
stick it up.
we will stick that up. And as always, you know, you can use your reward points. You can you know, keep on doing what you do before, and you know, these will come in nice little combo packs, etc., etc. And there's more to come because we've seen some of the progress further down. So hopefully this line will do well. The guys that are interested in the first series, I've already told Jeff about that. Hopefully you guys should be able to jump on the wait list, and then we'll try and get some more Sonics out there for you guys. And I believe some of them are already on the boat as well, so hopefully they should reach the warehouse
absolutely.
at the end of the month. So once you guys receive them, make sure you unbox them in the collectors clubs, let the Sega and Sonic fans know about it, so hopefully the line will continue. Yeah.
Of course, Greg, you could always just put the link to the poll directly in the comments as well as a way. How's it going, Niles? Have you managed to get me the Earthworm Jim license? Let me know, then we can get rocking and rolling on that.
Hey, Nick Smith, you say a four pack combo pack. Hey, we'll pass on the message. If those guys want to do a combo pack, we'll look into that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, absolutely. So, you know, in terms of that partnership, really happy with how that's going.
Yeah.
And this is also, when we do a partnership, we want to obviously make sure it's right, so we don't just go, oh, yeah, partnership.
Yeah. We definitely get the samples in the office and go, is this good enough? Does this get our F4F approval? And, you know, do we think our fans would like this? You know, like you guys know there's a lot of Sonic merchandise out there, but we want to pick out some of the good stuff and then show that to you.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, should we continue then?
That's right. Back to you.
All right, okay, let's talk a little bit about Soler. Do you even praise 2 videos in this week's CC? It's a production videos. The first one was just general painting, and the other one, of course, was also just some of the details that you have to do. And one of them was the painter was using their pinky as a ways to leverage and anchor it, so that they can then do it with a pen over there, if you wouldn't mind, please, Chocks. Yeah. So here is the paintbrush. You don't do that. You hold it. You attach your finger. Okay, I'm left-handed, so I'll do it this way around, right? You leverage it there, and then you paint it. Otherwise, if you try and do that free, it's gonna start moving around over there. So you see, they put it against that, and then they. I could do some squares, yeah, baby.
Don't scratch it.
It's not scratched. It's good quality stuff. It doesn't get scratched easily, yo. It's not got. It's not even on, yo. So, in DD, just to say, therefore, that those are some of the things. So it's good to get Celeb in the process.
Yeah. I mean, Sif is out the door. We know about the replacement Sifs.
We're working on that.
those.
Yep.
But we're also going to keep the line moving on. So Soler. And after that, boom. Mimic, right? Mimic.
Reminds me, I need to hit them up.
Yeah, guys, don't forget, there's Mimic before Nito.
Now, that was something that I posted last week.
What?
Was it last week? About the size of Nito.
Ah, you're right.
I've come to a conclusion.
Really?
Yeah.
No, then.
Do you know what the conclusion is? I haven't gone through the entirety, so I can still, you know, was that no backsies yet? It's like I'm doing this. I come to a conclusion, and I've, you know, just like in a game of.
It's like playing a game of poker. Yeah,
put it there. I've come to a conclusion. I leave it there. I go, or is it?
You go like that,
I bring it there, and I don't actually bring it back.
That's
right.
right.
So
All in on.
Right. So, but the conclusion that I'm now leaning towards is there's 2 things. First of all, at the original size, Nito, forget about the height, don't give a shit about that. That's not what I'm talking about. It, before even scaling it up to the size that I showed you there, when it was smaller, it was already 10 centimeters longer. 10 centimeters longer, deeper than Ornstein. Before even raising it to your size. 10 centimeters before I upscaled, and I showed you guys the upscaled version. 10 centimeters before it was bigger, before he was at the Ornstein height, he was below Ornstein's height, right? Very similar to Sav's mock-up if you've seen it, right? That's how he sort of was.
Yeah.
But at that scale, he was 10 centimeters deeper. Most people are like, wide, I don't care. Tall, I don't care. But deep, woo, I'm scared, right? So it was like, yeah, make it tall, make it wide. I ain't got no problems. Make it, if it's deeper than more than 10 centimeters, I can't do it, right?
How deep is your love?
So in terms of Ornstein, it was below, but 10 centimeters deeper. And everyone was already like, oh, what the hell about Ornstein? I was like, okay, shit, that's, even if upscaling it, it will be 20 centimeters, 30 centimeters deeper than Ornstein. Because what people don't understand, Chocks, is when they look at the height, they look at front on view. Do you know how wide this boy is? This boy is like 3 times as wide as Ornstein. If you look at Ornstein, he's like me in black, right? Totally slim. Then you got Nito in white, i.e. where I'm wearing white. And that boy's huge. You got 1, 2, at least 3 Ornsteins for a Nito, and you don't see that. All you do is focus, how tall is he? You haven't thought about how deep he is. I'm not even talking about the fact that he's cheating with the sword. I'm not even talking about that. Forget about the sword. Yeah, the sword is long, and that's what's accounting for the depth, and of course that's the same thing for Ornstein. But if you look at his body, that boy is solid square. The boy is square. Same size from the other, turn it around. There you go. 3D done in 2D. Right there. And the answer to that means... So my conclusion is this. I have reduced the negative space. Unnecessary space. Sometimes it would have been fine, but when we're talking about this sort of size consideration, I said, you know what, it's got to be... That's too crazy. Simply moving his sword from what is more like out forwards, just bringing it back a little bit, doesn't really affect the aesthetics. It's still looking badass. But bringing it back in just a little bit will greatly affect the depth. So sure. What I'm going to... It's still deeper than Ornstein, but I can upscale it to a higher. So what my plan is to do it is... Ornstein is sitting on a pretty base. It's thick as hell, right? Yeah. What I'm going to try and do is... And don't forget, the boy's head is here, and then his hair is there. You know, he's got his little plume that comes up on the top, right?
Who are we talking about?
Ornstein, yeah?
Yeah.
So what I'm planning to do is raise, and I'm looking at the numbers, right, in terms of the size, is
the XYZ, yeah.
XYZ is bring him to exactly the same height as Ornstein in your shelf, exactly the same height as Ornstein in your shelf, and then come back with the numbers. How deep is he? How wide is he? All that sort of stuff. And then I want to look at that, and then if and this is my question. This is my point. I think that's going to be okay. But maybe not. So I still reserve the right to bring back my all-in. So that's where my head's at with Ornstein right now, because that was sort of really talked about a lot during Fun Day, a lot during the week, you know, for the last week or so. So I wanted to give you my thoughts on that to see what's going on with that. All right, next. Tee-hee! Do you guys get it? I did a tee-hee this week, just today. Let us know in the comments if you know what it is. If you think you know what it is, I would be interested to see what you may think it is.
And no, guys, it's not Shiranui's butthole.
Is that what someone said?
No, that's mine.
Oh, it reminds me, has Shiranui got a butthole? We gotta check that.
It'll be like that. It'll be like that. Noughts and crosses.
Does anybody get it? No idea.
Nope, no idea.
Let's see. Chalk says butthole.
That's right, Nick Smith.
Kelly thinks Conker. Marc-Andre thinks Phoenix Wright. Brendan thinks Phoenix Wright. Hey Lilith, it's somewhere I would have, if you just search for my name, Alex Davis, and you go like most recent, I would have posted it there.
Yeah, search for it, Phoenix Wright, what is it, FMA?
Yeah, it's FMA. Cool. So, did I do another tee-hee, this one? Was that last week or this week?
It was this week.
Yeah?
Oh, I don't think so. No, it was this week, I believe.
Was it?
I think so, yeah. but it was like a very hard tea. It was like an impossible tea. I don't think anyone got that.
You didn't even get it.
Hey, I don't even know what you're doing.
That's true.
People
I've been busy because I was like, let him do it all. Nah, I better get on with it. So I've been whipping the boys, and
Yeah, I know. It's like bloody hell. What's all these messages?
Because I'm out of the office next week.
Yeah, you're stressed with him. You're stressed with him. You're stressed with him. I'm like,
yeah, I let it all come in, right? Because I'm out of the office next week.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously we'll be back for the poker game.
Is it Wednesday still?
I'll just confirm it when.
When's he arriving? Which day?
I think it's Monday, or is it Friday? Sunday. It's either Monday or Sunday.
Is it staying at your place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Chocks. Israel wants to know what are these coin things. Over to you.
Do I have to do that again?
It's a cool little thing, isn't it? Yeah. It'll be cool. These are Collectorverse awards from the Golden Collector Awards. That was done at the beginning of this year, wasn't it?
And they will be available on eBay for $299.99
as a starting price.
For the regular version. The exclusive version comes with
signatures.
The signatures, yes, and then you have the final combo pack at $5.99, all signed, and releasing.
Oh, you were saying $2.99 as in $299.
$299.99.
I thought you were saying $2.99.
$2.99.99. How many cups of coffee is that?
Yeah.
And this will be is already done, so we can actually ship that out
there
immediately.
You go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Look at that. 0 time production.
Absolutely. Now I want to say that I've been working really hard. Honestly, I'll snipe the shit out of it. $5.99. $599 is what
yes.
you mean. Yeah,
$5.99 is the shipping cost.
Lily thinks it's the guy from Naruto.
I know who you mean. Yeah, the guy with the orange mask and then with the little. Yeah.
Indeedy. All right. Our lips shall remain sealed. More production videos. We had a few of gin, just general production pictures of production process of gin. Just generally just seeing the whole line doing on that. Another one was some of the paint tests.
Yeah, the paint test with the sticky tape, making sure that nothing is peeled off.
Yep.
So that's what the salad tape is there for.
Yeah, and what else do we see? Various suit.
Yes, finally.
So many parts, so complicated. It's going to be really tough, guys.
Fingers crossed, guys.
It will take a long time. It will be difficult. We're prepared though, because we sort of in Chinese say "Sin Li Junbei," which basically means prepared our beating heart. Be still. It's going to be a tough one. Just prepare yourselves, because there's going to be a lot of pain, sweat, and tears. But she's worth it. She's worth it. Kirby.
See you later, Monya.
Laters, Monya. I'll PM me details about Midna later. I will do, mate. I will do. No worries. Good night, Midna.
Midna.
It's pretty close, isn't it? It's the same number of letters.
Same letters, yeah.
God. The beginning and the end. It all starts and ends with Midna.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fortunately, she's already gone. Otherwise, she'll be PMing me.
F this, F that. All right.
All right. So, in terms of Kirby, Warpstar Kirby, sling some paint. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Has Bowser started? The answer is no, 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 no. Bowser has not started yet. So we're still in the process of coming back from Chinese New Year. It's not rocking and rolling just yet. It's slowly coming up, and
mid-March to end of March. So a couple more weeks. So hopefully next Friday Q&A we have some more stats.
Let's talk about what is in that Bowser factory. That factory is doing Varia Suit, and it did Sif. So they're doing the replacements of Sif. Now the thing about Sif is we've actually taken the ones that were still in our warehouse and packed it up with more foam to stop the movement and transited the shit out of that, and it passed it. So
cool.
That's good news. It's just, it's just annoying. It's just a little bit of that, and we could have got that done. So in terms of will that push back Bowser? The answer is, well, yes, they can do it concurrently, but all the factory members are not back yet. Bottom of my phone. They're not back just yet. So the answer to that is Bowser is not live. It's not being made at the moment. But we have placed the order. We actually get an update from the team soonish. Get that going.
Yeah. Look forward to that arriving in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Kayla, we got to do it. We got to do it. The paint. You got to do this. The TTs.
Yeah. Bowser will probably be the first piece that comes in 2 boxes, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If it's based on this time schedule, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be interesting, guys. So if that comes in, there's going to be plenty of pictures, unboxings, etc. So you guys know what to expect. Because you guys were like, oh, the shipping cost is very high. But honestly, when you look at those 2 different packages, the price is reasonable. No
updates on the Flame yet, Eric. Don't worry, it's on our to-do list. That needs to be done before we go into production. So don't worry about that. So Majora's Mask for Patrick is obviously still in production. That's the same factory that's doing Spyro and doing Solaire. So they're busy. They're very, very busy. But they're not back up to speed yet. But we're getting that out. What I want to know is Canada should be the first to be receiving their Majora's Masks. When's that happening? Have Canadians been charged the final balance yet? I'm pretty sure I told Bernard to do that.
Wasn't it Asia?
No. So look, this is how I planned it, right, guys? This is the way I'm doing it. And I probably want to use Asia as guinea pigs in the future. It didn't actually work out this way. So Sif breaks my heart. And one of the things that I've learned from this is it's made me a bit paranoid. And of course, that's great because it's allowed for us to realize about transit tests. How do we avoid these in the future? We've got our own transit test, etc., etc. Transit machine. That's one thing. The second thing is we could have avoided this easy peasy lemon squeezy as if we knew we were going to be getting it no lube. We knew it was going to be painful when the Canadian shipment went out and there were paint rubs. We knew it was going to be a world of pain. So Chinese New Year was not pleasant. It was about understanding about that sort of stuff. But what doesn't kill you will make you stronger because we will learn from that. And we have learned from that. And one of the things that I've learned is once you've closed that boat up and you sent it off, you can't do anything about bringing that back. And it is what it is. So it's made me paranoid to the point where, 2 of the things have gone out, and that is a small quantity, a small percentage, maybe 10% of all of the Majora's Mask exclusives. And those have gone off to Canada. Those have gone off to, I think, the UK. The other one was Asia. But Asia, Australia as well, is a 3-day thing. 3 or 4 or 5 day thing, right? Yeah. Because it's EMS, boom, courier, off it goes. 4 or 5 days later, the fam gets it in their respective countries. What's the point in sending it now, bearing in mind that America hasn't even left the factory yet? There's no point in getting out Australia's now. That only takes 4 or 5 days. I'm only sending out those the moment that I hear feedback from Canada. If I hear back from Canada that this, and this are inherent problems, these are latent defects that we can't see when we leave it. It's a defect in the packaging that led to the SIF problems, right? If Canada comes and says, looking tight, looking sweet, they're happy with it, go forth. Asia goes, all that sort of stuff. The timing's actually worked out perfectly for this because the items aren't actually ready to go to America now. They aren't ready to go to, Asia's probably ready now, but only just. Yeah. But no point in sending it out because next week we should be starting to hear. Is it next week? I would hope that we're going to start hearing.
End of March or something like that. End of March.
Okay, so look, we've got Colin has just said he's getting a 19th of March for his email final payment. I guess that is...
So a week or so after that is end of March, right?
Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it is what it is, yeah? In terms of the shipment, I want it to go into Canada first, then see the response, and then I think in the future I'll use Asia as a guinea pig. And what I mean by that is, before what we try to do is time everything to be done at the same time. Canada to arrive at the same time. Asia to arrive at the same time, EU, UK, America, all at the same time. But look what happened with SIF. If we had done it, if we'd used Asia as a guinea pig and let that go out, the first batch of people for Asia goes out first.
That makes sense.
Even like, let's say the top 20 people from Asia as an example, right? They get it first. How is it? Is it okay? And if that's okay, then we can go forth with much more confidence. And I think that's what we have to do. What do you guys think about that, guys?
From my experience, quite a few, I don't want to name names, but quite a few companies would do that. Like they send out a small batch out first, just to see if there's any issues, and then they'll do a mass. The people that are the furthest will get them last. So the closer you are, it's easier to do a sample test.
Yeah. Exactly. So hopefully you guys don't mind that other people are going to get theirs so much earlier than you. It'll only be a very, very small select few, almost like a sampling.
Yeah, but it's good in the long term because you know that if these guys have any issues, we'll stop in, then you guys won't have to wait for replacements or any other updates.
At the end of the day, will you remember having to wait an extra month? Because obviously what happens is Asia receives theirs in 3 or 4 days because it's a direct courier. Whereas even if you send them all out at the same time, America's went at the same time as Asia's, they have a month to wait on the boat, as an example, right? So what we used to do is let America go first, and as it was coming up to delivery, we would then send Asia almost like 3 weeks later because we didn't want them to get them earlier.
It's also
but actually...
Yeah, it's also good for the shipping as well because, Asian areas don't need a container.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it just...
exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So as I said, Asia used to be delayed until the Americans and the other countries were getting theirs Chabador, and then like within a 1 or 2 week window, and they go, okay, everyone's beginning to receive theirs, off we go. Coordinating it amazingly, the logistics team, shout out to Sunny, Brenda, working on that. So that's what we used to do, and that's what we used to do. But with what happened with SIF, we could have really easily avoided this had we known. If we sent out the Australian shipments first, Miranda said, "Hey, look at my SIF. Yeah. It's got a paint rub on it." I'm like, "Fuck."
Some of the Thailand group guys, they'll look at it and say, "Yeah." Because I know some of the Singapore, Thailand, the Singapore, Thailand areas, they have some of the worst shipping courier.
Is it?
The way they handle the packages, it looks really bad.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, like New Zealand as well. They get really bad couriers.
Yeah.
And they really go at it at those shipping boxes. So it's good in a way. That's good information for us as well to see how we can improve the packaging as well at the same time.
Right. Yeah. So that's what I think we're going to do. It's, as I said, SIF has been a really expensive and painful lesson that if we do not grow from it and learn from our mistakes, it will be...
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm trying to explain, Brennan. The quickest market goes first.
Yeah.
The shortest... so like somewhere in Asia region is very quick.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, guys, I appreciate the support on that. I'm seeing a lot of people saying that they agree with that idea, so I'm really happy to hear that. So for sure, that's what we're going to be doing, and that's the reason why we haven't. So the reason why we haven't sent out Asia is because Canada's about to receive theirs. As soon as Canada receives theirs, if they give it the A-OK, the rest will be going. If they come back with identifying some issues, we will correct them before we send them out, and that's all we can do. Hopefully we won't have issues with the first batch, but it's something with Majora's Mask, you do not want 2,600 of them going out with issues.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, Mugen's coming on nicely as well. Did I send any videos of that? If not, I've got a bunch of that. In terms of things that we've been working on, there's been a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
The 3D of...
Yeah. Are you talking about that?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. Some of the 3D stuff that I'm working on, I'm super pumped.
Oh, okay.
Very, very excited about that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff, which reminds me I need to hit up someone.
A lot
of people to hit up.
A lot of people to hit up.
Curtis Spence. I'm definitely going to take a picture of my mask and post it in the club, rubbing in that Canada gets first. And sometimes Canada does get it first. Sometimes they have to wait a long time. And it's just the one of the issues when we have so many different warehouses that we have to deal with. But I'm sure you enjoy the fact that your shipping rate is much lower and no pesky import fees for our lovely Canadian fam. Let me know in the comments when you're supposed to be receiving it. Have you been given any warning? Have you been told you're going to be taking some payments? Is it the 19th? I wonder how soon after that it will be dispatched. Hopefully at the end of next week we might actually start getting some feedback.
Yeah.
Hey Brendan, if you want to know some of the 3D stuff, I'll let you know in the Addy group. My beautiful, lovely Addies. All right, sweet. And last but not least, Crystal Dragon.
Oh, there's more.
I mean, okay, yeah, Crystal Dragon.
Nah.
Greener started again, but I'm still not happy with it. I'm still gonna keep it because it's quite simple, but I'm gonna make it better. I've got some plans, got some ideas, thinking about it over there. Chocks.
Yes. So finally, at long last, we've been holding this back before Chinese New Year because Alex went to.
Not been holding it back. It's just been busy doing Alucard documentaries and.
Well, we'll be holding it back because. No, before Chinese New Year, you went and visit some of the factories, obviously, because you've been doing some of the production videos and some of the dreaded drop test recordings of the production videos. And a lot of people have been waiting for, you know, the Sonic, Silver, the Hedgehog, and of course Majora's Mask. And as we were trying to explain to you guys, the factories are closed for a whole month, so we're kind of like a bit scarce with content for you guys, so we kind of spread that out. So we've shown the Silver production video that's already on our YouTube channel, and this week we managed to find some time to get that Majora's Mask video edited from Jeffrey, and we posted that into the club as well. It seems like it's been receiving a lot of good response.
I'm glad. I mean, I was a little bit concerned. I had done the Katamari Silver Fighter Kirby, and I was like, it's quite a lot of work for not many views. I'm a view whore. But the reality is, look, we got things to be doing with our times. There's an opportunity cost. For the video that we do on the production that Jeffrey does on that, it takes for him doing something like an unboxing video like that we did for Wind Waker, right? We tested that out. Has Jeffrey even had a little bit of a time to even think about doing another unboxing video? The answer is absolutely not. Why? He's been doing... obviously, the documentaries, the Crash hype video. He's been working on the Majora's Mask production video. Now, the question is, he could have been doing something else.
Sure.
Which would have been, as I said, an unboxing. So I'm a view whore. What I mean by that is, best view for time and effort. If no one is watching them, and I was a little bit, not very many people watching this Fighter Kirby stuff, not many people are watching these, maybe... it's not worth it. Maybe no one, you know. Yeah, you can sort of do it.
Yeah, you can always say it's like a documentary, like an encyclopedia, whatever it is. Yeah, you can always let that kind of like slowly build up.
Yeah, and I was happy to see that Majora's Mask got some traction. It's about 4,000 views now, which is good.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys like the box art. Yeah. The packaging for Majora's Mask is kind of a slightly different style to how we used to do with our other boxes, so I'm glad you guys like that. Yeah. And
Andrew says Alucard would be perfect if he had his red collar. I do apologize for that. I saw your comment 13 years and this is the first time I let you down. I do apologize about that. Can't win them all, undefeated for 13 years, but you know, all can never, you know, Father Time always catches up. Always catches up. Nick Smith called me a filthy little view whore.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Jeffrey's been hard at work doing all the hype videos and documentaries. You know, I've been nagging him to hurry up and do that Majora's Mask unboxing video. Yes, but it is what it is.
Nick Teves, it's been so long since Mugen. It's been 84 years since Mugen pre-order. I feel like anime is getting neglected.
Everything's too long for Nick.
You do... like guts. Wait a sec. If I'm not correct, if I'm not mistaken, when I said to you that there's going to be a plethora of upcoming anime stuff, you're like, oh no, I can't do it all together at once. Yeah. What is it, Nick? Make up your mind. Do you want us to do it one by one, you know, one every sort of 5 months, one every 4 months, or what we're planning to do is going to go hard. We have quite a few this year to go through. But you also have to understand, Nick, we have only started going into anime very recently in our entire history, and it takes time to build up. What you're seeing is this one oosh of all of the video game stuff. That's simply because we've been around doing video game stuff and had so much stuff in the works. Take a look at Alucard. That took 5 years to go in. So you tell me, I've got all of those sort of things that I've been coming up with. So In 5 years' time, I can assure you there will be loads of these sort of anime stuff that I've been working on now. That's only going to be ready then.
Yeah, it does. It does take a long time.
Yo. So, the continuation is, yeah, my comment, just a little bit more suffering of that butt crack. What was that? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Which one was that? Is that, was it?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, I thought so.
Soften that baby up.
All right then.
All right, Chocks, hit it.
Yes, blogs. Right, guys. Something a little bit different that was posted today. Last week, obviously, there was the Nintendo Direct. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. We did, anyways. And I thought, hey, why not make a blog about that? And then I was going through some of the announcements and realized that, hey, we've actually a lot of statues are kind of like based on those licenses. So we thought, hey, why not make a blog and have those kind of link to our products? And then I think a lot of people kind of like that, and it's something that we'll probably keep on doing.
How licensor announcements relate to us.
Right. Yeah. So
we're not just trying to regurgitate what people already know.
Right. Sure. And in the future, if there's any gaming events, you know, like TGS, E3, etc., we'll probably somehow try and write a nice little article and have that kind of related as well.
And be like, oh, we had no idea that was coming out.
Yeah. So, you know, something more, how do I put it? Because the way I see it, the gaming community is ever changing, it's always growing, and a lot of people still don't know about us. And, you know, you guys are gamers, and sometimes you guys want to hear the news from us. Sometimes you don't even watch the video. So if you are a regular blog reader, and all you see is the same posts every day or every week, it'd be nice to throw in there something a little bit different, something more game related. And then, again, if it will apply to anime as well. So if there's any announcements or from the licensor, we can always, you know, post that on our blog as well, and let you guys know what's up.
And also, you know, for example, one of the things I want to shout out to Rare, Sea of Thieves coming out on the 20th. That's going to be sweet. Yeah. Anybody hyped for that? Should we go on some adventures? Come find us, First to Figures Alex, First to Figures Chocks. Let's go pirate hunting. Let's go pirate hunting. Pirating. Hunting pirates. But we're pirates. Hunting ourselves.
Pirates hunting other pirates. Oh, yeah.
Pirating.
That sounds like an anime.
Pirate X Hunter. Pirate X Pirate. Yeah.
One Piece.
Well, that's all. So we want to have the blogs actually be a little bit related to what's going on in the licensors. One of the definitely things is I really hope Sea of Thieves does well. You guys can appreciate it. That would be very, very straightforward for us if there's a demand for that to go TT, whoever, whatever, you know, legendary pirate, a legendary, skeleton, you know, whatever it may be. There's so much that we don't know about it just yet. Mm-hmm. Those are some examples of things that if you do go and play, to think, hey, is there anything in here that could actually be possible to be F4F related, you know? Yeah. That would be awesome. F4F does IGN. Nice one, Nick. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, you know, I was wrecking everyone in the beta of Sea of Thieves.
What?
He was wrecking everybody in beta of Sea of Thieves. Yeah, sweet. All right. Okay. That's it.
I believe that's it for this week in review.
TTs.
Right.
TTs.
Of course, TT92 last week was...
Chokes, I think your can is clean enough.
Nia. What?
I think your can is clean enough.
I'm just making sure it's clean. Don't know where it's been.
Just like that, you don't need to do it.
I'm just making sure I did that as well. So, yes, last week's...
it was at the top as well.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I have them both lined up. Just making sure. Yeah, so TT92 Nia 2B from Nia Automata. That's still going. That's 705.
What does it say 92?
It says 92 on my screen.
No.
I gotta know what TT it is.
Nice.
So yes, 705, 705 votes for yes, 143 votes for no. A total of 848 votes. Look at that blue bar. Ooh. So look at that. It's up there. It's in the 700s now. So
let us know in the comments, did you vote for Nier or Automata? Is that Automata? Is that something that you were interested in? I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised.
I'm super surprised.
Why are you surprised?
You know, I knew there were some people were asking for every now and then, but not.
No, I'm not surprised at all.
Not to that extent.
I know how it is.
No.
And everyone likes the upskirt action.
The upskirt.
Yeah, that's how it is. So yes, keep that going. I mean, like, hey, you know, there's you guys should know there's a couple of TCs in there that's in the 700s range. So it's kind of very tough in that sector. So if some of these go over 1,000, whatever, and like Alex has said, he'll look into that.
What's the okay? Let's keep on going.
Right, for this week's,
And then I'll see what the where the overall
yeah. So the
for Nier.
so this week's TT is 93, number 93, Fulgor from Killer Instinct, the 94 edition, I believe. The
OG.
Yeah, the OG, the first one from the arcade, etc., etc. Basically, that currently has 249 votes. That is 102 for yes and 147 to no's.
Let us know in the comments, did you vote for yes, did you vote for no? There hasn't been actually that many votes. What I am surprised is that the no votes aren't drowning out the yes votes. If that makes sense. As in, I thought perhaps it would be a whitewash with nobody wanting it. But actually, you know, 41% do, which is better as a percentage than I thought. What is quite interesting is the lack of interest to actually vote at all. Now, if you compare that to something like Tomba, which has much less yes votes, well, not much less, but as a percentage, but has far more votes overall, 400, almost coming up to, well, not quite, just under double the numbers.
You've got to give it time.
Sure.
Yeah, that was like, what, last updated, well, that's last,
yeah.
That's like a couple, 2-3 weeks ago.
So let's have a look at the total yeses. I want to see where...
Total yes?
Yeah, total yes.
Total...
No, total yes, not in percentage, just total yes. Where we have All Might, generic Pokemon, Banjo-Kazooie, Dead Space, Isaac Clarke, 2B.
So there's 3 Banjo-Kazooie, Isaac Clarke, and 2B are in the 700s. Yeah. Following after that, in the 600s, Alucard Helsing,
2,
Luigi Super
3,
Mario,
4.
War Darksiders, and Donkey Kong from Donkey Kong Country. So, you know, etc.
How many in the 5s?
500s, there's Jack, Samurai Jack, Aang from Avatar, protagonist from Persona 5, Kazuma from Yakuza, Warpstar Kirby from Kirby, Pikmin from Pikmin. You know, that's getting a lot of traction there.
6.
Yeah.
So the new benchmark really is going up and up and up, because look how many is already 500. Before it's like, oh, if it hits 300, we'll look into it, yeah. Oh, look, if it hits 500. But now look, it's...
Man, if we stuck to, like, if we like a year ago and say yeah 400, we'd seriously look into that. Is that every single one of our confirmed licenses? That's impossible for us to do. Not impossible, but you know, I mean, you gotta start getting some of the buildings next door.
Indeedy. All right.
Right, so that's it.
hashtag.
Yeah, so as we
next
mentioned last week, next week's going to be TT94, and that is Robotech, a VF1 plane. Is that right?
Yep.
Plane mode?
Yep.
So that will be it. And the one after that will be Golden Sun.
Boom.
So remember that. Robotech next week, Golden Sun the week after.
What do you guys want for the third one?
Let us know in the comments.
You have a long list of things. Do you want to choose one, Chocks? See if anything comes out. We did Gex, didn't we?
Eeny, meeny, miny. Well, maybe I haven't deleted that one.
We did Gex.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yeah, we did it. Denied. To broken sword or not to broken sword? That is the question. Now, that's it. I didn't even see he wrote that, but it was there. Golden axe. Oh, Stein Gates. Yeah, we wanted to think about that. Yeah,
I've got that on the list.
You got that on the list. Although next week is an anime. What's the last anime we did after that? Before that, go to sort by date release date. Yeah. Yeah, and then so going down, the last one was
Kenshin.
Yeah, that was quite a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, 2 months ago. So I want to say
That's a long time. That's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. All right. Well, next week is going to be an anime. And the week before that, so what else we got? Hack.
Dot hack.
And then before that
was My Hero.
My Hero. Interesting. So we got it here: JoJo's, Twisted Metal, Resident Evil, The Devil's a Part-Timer, Splatoon, Star Fox, Overwatch, Hunter x Hunter, JoJo, Hunter D, Vampire Hunter D, Gundam. Oh, Black Rock Shooter, Sweet Tooth, My Hero. We done have My Hero. Diddy Kong. All right, let's have a look. What's up? What are you going to go for, Chocks? I'm going to Vegas. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right. So next week, Robotech. The week after that, Golden Sun. And that's right. Guessed it, guys?
Let us know in the comments if you know what that's going to be.
Yay!
Oh, actually, Brenton's not far off. It's got that sound. It's also quite similar sound. So
Yeah.
See if anyone got it.
No?
It's just Hobie. There it is. Splatoon, baby.
Let's give that a go.
Who should we say is the character? Squid Girl?
Well, or the boy? Or both?
Nana say you don't want Broken Sword to go first. You want the club to be at 75k and then we do it, because there's got to be some Broken Sword fans on that, right? You know I'm all up about those adventure games. I was even playing The Dig back in the day. LucasArts, baby.
The Dig.
The Dig.
Wow, The Dig.
I mean, I was all about that Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
The tentacles, yeah?
Day of the Tentacles, yo.
Yeah.
The X comes with real goo. Yeah. That would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Alright.
Alright,
okay.
let's do it.
Yeah, alright. It's going to be the week in review. No, it's the Q&A.
No, it's not.
What?
It's announcing the
Oh,
winner.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that one. Alright, let's do that as well.
Yes, let's do that as well. it's like, oh yeah. Right, so last week's hashtag was hashtag F4F Gore. And I believe there are 3 winners to be chosen.
Alright, the first one is beginning with the letter L.
La 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 la.
I'm not seen. Maybe.
Maybe.
It's a lovely lady beginning with the letter L. Let us know in the comments if that is true. Is that you?
You announced the name already?
No, I'm just trying to click on this just to get this ready.
Liz Martin!
Hi, Liz. Unfortunately, it's not you. It is, in fact, Lydia Bordini, usually back again with the blue hearts, but I don't see no blue hearts for us today. But she is, oh, unlucky Lilith. But the answer is Lydia, so we're going to go with that. The next one is a gentleman. A gentleman.
Sorry,
beginning
Lucinda.
with the D.
The D.
The D.
The D.
3 p.m. in the house. D.
Are you a D? Let me change my name.
All about that D. D Christian. I can tell you it is D-E. D 3 p.m. It is Devon Boys. Congratulations.
Ooh,
500 reward points.
Derek.
Phil will follow up with that. And last but not least, the letter M for a gentleman. The letter M. The letter M. Do the names get removed out of the picks once they win? No. People can keep winning every single time. We have had people winning more than once, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep on trying, Kelly Cruz.
I'm upside down. Tyler. It is Matthew Smith. Congratulations.
Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith. When's the last time you watched the Matrix trilogy?
A long time ago. Yes. A very, very long time ago.
All right. Nice one. This week's hashtag is F4F. Last time it was, when we did Ace Combat, it was Niao, right? How many zeros, how many O's were there?
how does the VF1 plane go?
I think it just goes, yeah. So N-E-O-W. For a chance to win 500 war points next time, hashtag F4F N-E-O-W, Niao. Not Niao, it's just Niao, N-E-O-W, for a chance to win 500 war points, 3 lucky winners to be chosen at random. Make sure you have that hashtag F4F Niao. Absolutely correct by Hunter. Absolutely right. Incorrect, Mr. Vincent Windish. You want to be adding an E instead of the I.
I've pinned the hashtag
Boom.
at the top of the comments. So that's right, copy and
There
paste.
you go. There you go. All right, we're gonna do the Q&A.
It's not Monster Hunter, Mr. Scabs. he's been like, oh, no one's listening to us.
What do you mean? Listening to him?
And the any Monster Hunter post, he jumps in, goes, no one's listening to us. And I was like, in some of the comments, it's like talking to Sarah, and it's like, oh, no one's listening to us. I was like, yeah, I hear you, man. I know you want Monster Hunter.
I'm a big believer in evergreens, and that means if you make something now, you make something in 20 years' time. Does that franchise hold the retaining power? All I will say about Monster Hunter is it's currently busy. Why? We have so many other things to do. Why do that when it's currently busy? Why not have another conversation when it's less busy? So things that are off the table that we wouldn't want to do right now in other licenses become back on the table in a couple of years' time. What is a couple of years to us? It goes so quickly.
Yeah, I can squeeze a couple years in a year.
All I know is I've got to get it in and out before 200k, yeah?
I can squeeze a couple of years in a year.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna kick it off with this week's Q&A. Any questions? Make sure you write them in there in case we don't see what's going on in the comments. In the stream. All right, so we're gonna kick it off with Randy Gerards. Do you have any non-F4Fs in the past? Did you have any non-F4Fs in the past for research purposes? The answer is yes. And even I asked Chocks the other day, today, to get something for research purposes, just to see just some little technical things.
Oh yeah, I sent you a link.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Could you find anything more low res? Tommy Larkin, when will Guts be available for purchase? And the answer is if everything goes smoothly. See you in 3 weeks, baby. Fobney, Guidi, is modern Imi Rose in development yet? The poll has hit almost 550. The answer is nope. But with the experience that I've had so much with Sonic, if and when we get to her, it will be smooth. Scott Frayne, how are you guys doing today? Very well, thank you. How are you doing? How are you doing, Chocks?
Yeah, I'm fine. Where is he?
Scott Frayne.
Yeah.
Any news on TFM? And the answer is nothing just yet, but it's looking so far so good. There's been some comments, but it's been positive comments. Nothing. There's been a few requests that nothing that can't stop us from launching, but we still have things to do, and that's going to take time, but it's fingers crossed. Have you decided if the Warp Star Kirby will be grey in colour or if it will be more Galaxy Purple like? If we were going to do Warp Star Kirby, Shadow Warp Star Kirby, it would be, I need to look into it, but it would be more of the purpley style. I have a great idea. It's more of an effect to do that. Have to sort of see how that will work. Could be nice if it goes according to plan. Yeah. Mark Johnston, how many more pre-orders will go up in March, and any hint of what's next? Yep, the answer is one more, and that is going to be Crash Bandicoot. And any chance for us it's a sneaky midnight? It is not a sneaky midnight. Damien Chris Doff, do you need to pay royalties to the licensor for every statue sold, or is it a one-time fee to get the license, or both? Or both maybe. Okay, well, I can tell you. It is, what you do is you start off with something called a minimum guarantee, and that can be whatever you agree for it to be, $1, $10, $1 bazillion, it doesn't matter what it is. And then we call that as the minimum. That means if you sell a 0 number, you don't sell a single one. Like if you don't sell a single one, like you still have to pay the MG, right? The MG is basically a sunk cost, and what I mean by that is you pay it at the beginning. You can negotiate terms where it's maybe once, what, some at the beginning, some at the end, not at the end, depending if it's like, let's say it's a 2-year deal, maybe it's one at the beginning, half of it at the beginning where you sign, and whatever you wanted, it's all up to negotiation. But generally you have to pay an MG, and the MG is, we call it the minimum guarantee. So as I said, let's say it's $100. If you typically a percentage between 12.5% to up to 20% is generally what you're paying for a royalty. Again, all of this is negotiable. You do what you do. There is no hard rule. But let's say it's between, let's say for example, it is a 20% royalty. We'll go for, that's really high end, but let's just sort of say that. If it costs $100 at SRP, $20 goes to the licensor. But for that first one, you do not pay that $20 to the licensor because you've already paid $100 up front as a minimum guarantee. So the licensor for that first sale gets nothing because you've already paid that guarantee, but they would have you should be paying them 20. But what that does mean is you've paid 20, of the 100 banked, you've already removed 20 of buffer. You sell a second statue, same thing, $20. you now don't pay the licensor that $20 for the second one because you've still got that 100 that you initially paid. Now you're at 40 of the 100 bank. You do that 5 times. That basically means that for those 5 times, the licensor gets 0 because you have paid $20, $20, $20, $20 is what they should be getting, but they don't get that because you paid a minimum guarantee. Now the 6th statue, boom, ka-ching, every single statue after the 5th one, 6th, 7th, 8th, to whatever it is, $20 ago. I hope that answers your question. Do you need to sign a new contract for every statue of one license? Or as long as you have the license, you can submit whatever you want to do for approval. Very, very different scenarios for different licensors. Some are like, yeah, chill, cool, what's up? All good in the hood. Some are like, it needs to be like this. Some are like, let's talk about it. You know, it's very, very depends on what's going on.
This guy is spy.
I don't know. It's quite a lot of questions.
Yeah.
How long until the license expires and do you need to remake a contract? Of course. If it expires, it expires.
Oh, look.
Do you redo it?
Yeah.
He's asking a lot of questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. Okay. The answer. And of course, you have to renegotiate when your license comes to an end. What made you want to do 1/4 scale statues in Soul Calibur? Well, just because that's what we're kind of known for. Tomba did very badly. Would you make the statue if I guaranteed to buy you 750 pieces of it myself?
What? Damn.
Hit me up. Fobney, didn't hear any news about Donkey Kong in a while. Any news released? Nope, no news on that. All works on, but we were just about to wrap up Mario and Yoshi 3D, and then we can start thinking about the next one. Any MHA update? Nothing to really say apart from submitted, but it's complicated. Don't know how that's going to be 50-50, yo. And this is not in our hands.
What's this?
Jake. Sorry, I don't forget. Jake.
Jake, yeah.
Jake, yeah. Giovanni Mario, have you heard back from Kamina? Nope, haven't submitted it yet. Because there were further comments. And Kanako was like, nah, man, you got to change this, change that.
Really?
Yeah, so she's going to come in and, like, have a conversation. She told him originally. And then I sent it to her. And because I said, you know, I said to Chris, what are the changes they requested? Like, oh, yeah, you know, chop do this, and then I sent it to Kanako and she went, nah, mate. So I come and speak to Chris. So she'll probably come in on Monday, maybe. When should we expect Jet pre-order? We've just heard back from Sunrise. They came out with a few comments, and we'll look to do that. But we may actually go with Spike first. Originally, Jet was so far ahead of Spike, but things have been delayed so long that we might actually go with Spike first. How long away is the first piece in the Dark Souls 2 or 3 line? Quite far away. We're still only in 3D. That's been there for a while, but we had some comments back, and it's super stunning. Shoutouts, baby! That's quick, Chocks.
I know.
You keep everyone on their toes.
Catch them, yeah.
I love it. All right, shout out to Giovanni Comorio. Shout out to Patrick Patino. How's it going, mate? Mark Johnstone in the house. What's up to Stephen Banjo Miller? Shout out to you. We obviously have Alex Hughes in the house. What's going on, mate? Ashley Pace. How's it going? How's Eric? Sending my regards. David Lefebvre. David Lefebvre. Shout out to you. Janet Soto, how's it going? We have Chris Hart, and last but not least, Nana say boom. Bada bing. Bada boom. Did I miss it?
Yeah, quite a lot.
Stephen Banjo Miller, easy question this week. I might be going to Hong Kong for my stag. Any recommendations where I should go? Seriously, yo? Chocks, you're known as the party animal.
Nah, it's bad for your health, mate.
It's his bloody stag do, mate. Give the guy a break. Is he still on the stream? He's obviously based out in the UK. He was in earlier, yeah. Any recommendations?
I don't know. That's interesting.
Do you plan to get married afterwards, or break up the engagement afterwards? Because if there's any doubt, if you go to one child, then you probably break up for the engagement.
Yeah, it's bad for your health.
You know, what is the nightlife like in Hong Kong? Now, I came to Hong Kong as a married man. I don't really sort of do any of that sort of stuff. But what I will say is, what is the attractions of Hong Kong? There is nothing to see here, right? There's like a lame Buddha, right? There's the skyline, but that's it, right? There's like maybe 1 or 2 days. The thing about Hong Kong is, if you're not from Hong Kong, you will find that the attraction about Hong Kong is Hong Kong itself. It's just being here. The population, which we take for granted, the density of the fact that you can only walk single file down the street, the sheer number of people, the densely packed population, that stuff we take for granted as a day-to-day thing. But that, Chocks, for someone who lives out in America, even in the UK where you have your massive wide boulevards, right? What was it like in New York? We were like in New York, right? In the middle of like the busy season, in the middle of downtown New York, we were like, dude, how's it going, mate? We're all walking side by side, like no problems. I'm pushing the bloody pushchair.
Yeah, I actually have my own private, my personal space.
No one has, and that's New York.
Rule, yeah?
And that's New York, one of the most populated places in America, right? And you look at that, and you just go, what the hell? There's loads of space here. So you come into Hong Kong, it's just like, damn, the attraction is actually Hong Kong. It's not actually sights. It's too small for that sort of stuff. In terms of the nightlife, yeah, you have some bars and all that sort of stuff, but that's sort of really for those people who are like expats, who are over here trying to remember and recreate what it's like being back in the UK, being back in America, and all that sort of stuff. So is it a really great place for going out on the piss and all that sort of stuff? It's more about people who are trying to remember or, you know, recreate how it was back home for expats, for those sort of places. Of course, you also have...
well, the culture is different. The way things, as in like if you go clubbing, partying, it's very different.
Yeah, clubbing is not really something that people like going out like a sort of like a typical night out in the West is probably going out on the piss, getting drunk, going to a bar, or that maybe going for a dance, or that sort of stuff. Whereas in Hong Kong, it's more like maybe it's sort of like some drinks, a bit of darts. Well, how would you say? What's the typical nightlife? I mean, I don't know.
I haven't been out. I haven't been out for a long time.
But I mean, in terms of just the let's say what is
staying here on Friday nights.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but where do you go afterwards? That's the question. After you drop me off, because it's like, oh, it's time to go home. It's 3 a.m. You're like, for me, it's just the day is getting started. That's what you're saying. What does Brenda do in the evening?
What does she do? I don't know what she do in the evening. Call her now, innit? Yo, Brenda.
What are you doing now?
Yeah.
Anyways, so in terms of recommendations, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to see stuff that you would see back home,
yeah. What is it you want?
Yeah,
basically, yeah.
MJP, when will you expect Bowser production videos to start? Oh, not for a while, mate. Unfortunately, it's you know, there's some. When did we say that's supposed to be coming out? Still got a bit of time. It's Q3, isn't it?
Yeah, we did say Q3 on the website, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jake Mayer, you give us estimates for large statues like Grave or Nito. Can you give us an estimation from Meta Ridley, pretty please? Yeah, before Nito.
Sorry, man, we're talking about nightlife. Andres is like, yeah, Ocean Park and Disneyland. Yeah. Alicia goes, I would hope they would, whatever that means. Nikolai is like, nightlife in Hong Kong? Working overtime. Yeah, Stephen Banjo Miller's on it. Hangover comes to mind.
Well, it'll be very expensive for you. Well, it depends on what.
Yeah, drinks and all that stuff is quite
It's quite expensive, isn't it?
It is expensive to drink and all that stuff in Hong Kong, yeah.
Oh my god, Uncle Scabs is so what's it, protected. Hong Kong is worse than NYC. OMG. New York City was like a paradise. It's like, the streets are alive with all this extra space, right? It's like don't you do that in Hong Kong, yeah? You'll take out like 10 kids, smack up all the elderly people and stuff. You're like, you can't do any of that sort of stuff.
What's this? If only they didn't destroy the Kowloon Walled City. Man, that's crazy, man. Kowloon Walled City.
That was.
You get lost in there. You never come back out alive.
Come back out.
Alive. Yes, the food can be actually. That's kind of a misperception there.
Which one?
the food is awesome in Hong Kong. For me, anyway, there's tons and tons of food, but awesome places, not many. So like,
They are absolute. Are you kidding me right now? If you go, like, can you just remember what it was like going to?
There are a lot of good places, but I'm just saying, ratio-wise, there's tons
Can we
of
be
restaurants,
really,
but
really?
not every one of them are good.
Can we be specific about food in Hong Kong? And I feel like there's a lack of appreciation of what, because sometimes you have it too much and then you don't appreciate it. But when you go across, like, think about, okay, how about this? You think that awesome food is not awesome. Hong Kong food is not as awesome. Just think about that, right? Okay. Go to America. What do you remember about going to America? When it comes to the food.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay.
What do you want me to say?
I'm trying to say the price ratio to what you get.
Forget about the price.
But you have to consider that when you talk about, if you're talking about, oh, the shitty gaga, which of course is terrible food, right? And it's our closest one, and that's what we're thinking about. Yeah. But what does that cost you? It costs you.
You pay for what you get, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, you pay for what you get.
So what I'm trying to say is the value of the food that you pay for. Okay, obviously you can't actually. You know, the number one place is absolutely China. The value that you get for the price for that. But Hong Kong is also similar compared to Western countries, that you can get some amazing food for reasonable prices, and that leads to the awesomeness of the overall. And as you said, there's always amazing places in Hong Kong. Yes, they're more expensive than the typical place, but the typical place is better quality than the typical place in somewhere else. And the variety that you can get is pretty...
Yeah, variety, awesome. There's a lot. But sometimes when what you pay can be shitty as well.
Yes, but you're
overpriced and not very good.
Well, if you think about overpriced and not very good, well then that's a lot of mate. I'm not gonna.
I'm just gonna say there will be a lot of trial and errors. There'll be plenty of options for you to eat, and it's like 24/7 basically.
Look, here's the reality. When people come to visit me,
you know what? It's like
when people come to visit me,
we're like bloody tour guys. We're like trying to like.
When people come to visit me, right, or come over and they stay for a couple of days, we take them to places. Because it's centered around food. Yeah. Because as I said, there's nothing to see here. Oh yeah, off you go to look at that shitty Buddha, right? Come back and then we'll go.
Because you already seen it, but for guys that come over here for the first time, of course they want to go to the peak. Of course they want to go to the.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I want to.
But what is the peak about? The peak is looking at the skyline. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said, I get it, right? But
once is enough, basically. I won't say like repeated trips. It's like you're going to the peak once, fine. You go to see the Buddha, fine.
Yeah. Have you seen the Buddha before? I haven't seen it.
How can you say it's lame?
Well, because I've been to like Lingshan Dafor. I've been to like Leshan Dafor.
If you compare it to China,
that shit's like fucking bigger than this building, yo.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to like the ones in China, sure, you can't compare it to the ones in China. But I'm saying for what it is in Hong Kong, it's kind of like the tourist hotspot. Once you've been there, that's it. Once you've done it once, I don't think there's ever need to go back again. Right. It's one of those places where I've been there once. That's it. I can forget about it. It's not very
right. But I'm just saying that it doesn't really it didn't sort of really occur to me until the other day that the attraction about Hong Kong is not about the sights. It's about the place. Yeah. I love Hong Kong. I'm here. I'm very happy. I'm grateful to be living here.
Yeah. It's not about the sights. It's mainly like the place.
It's the atmosphere, the Blade Runner-esque cheapness. The fact that you walk down these streets in the middle of the night and it's like it's the middle of the day because all the lights are on.
Yeah, and it's like so convenient. Everything is so close. You can do what you want like 24/7. You know, like you never get tired. It's like everything's so much fast paced.
Which is actually not good if that's not what you want.
Attack, yeah. You've got a weak heart.
Well, there's that as well.
Yeah.
So in terms of food-wise, loads of nice places. God. Go on, Bennett. How do we even get to this?
Well, there you go. Hope that answers your question, Stephen.
Austin Paul. When's the next pre-order? Next week. When is Metal Sonic and Tails? Metal Sonic is nowhere near. That's still in 3D. So is Sonic and Tails, also in 3D, but further down the line. Any news on Amy? Nope. Samurai Jack? Nope. Genos? Nope. Haven't submitted that yet. Probably next week. Who else is up for the modern Sonic line apart from Metal Sonic and Amy? That's already enough. And if there's still support after then, we can keep going. I'm a bit more concerned about... I'm more concerned about the modern Sonic line. The sales were quite lukewarm compared to the classic line, and also if you compare it to the diorama line, I'm far more interested in the diorama line. Because silver sales weren't so strong. And that's my last one. And, you know, if I compare the Modern Sonic line, it wasn't particularly strong. Modern Sonic, Supersonic, Shadow, they weren't massively strong. Silver, kind of like, What's the sales threshold for Genos? You know, look, we really want to have things, we want everything now to be, regardless of what it is, 500 plus is really what we want to be at, right? Chris Hildebrand Jr., any updates on the 25th? Yep, production. I should see some videos of that soon. And also, when will Snake production start? Snake production starts. Snake is at the factory that's doing Mugen and Jin. That's wrapping up so soon. Asit Patel, have you made any statues for yourself that you don't plan on selling? If so, let's see some pics. Well, all those failed prototypes, yeah, I've made those. But those weren't made for me to begin with. I haven't actually made some for myself. Have I? No.
No, I don't think you have.
No. Eric Windsor, what's next? Crash Bandicoot, Oliver Houghton. What would the price range be for the Rider Link from Breath of the Wild be? Expensive. Much more expensive than Link on Epona. Even though it's the same size, it's more complicated, it's more detailed, and this is 2018, baby. Or it might be 2019, but you know, this is a whole different ball game. So expensive is the answer. Timothy! OOT Gannon really did amazingly well at 230 likes. Can we get a TT? Also, any updates for All Might? Okay, so for 230, that's not bad. OOT for a fun day. But I really want to see anything Zelda that's got to be a K. I know it only works against TTs. I appreciate that. But I put a TT for. I know it will be popular, but we've already got the. We've already had a negotiation. We've already got a sort of line plan already going on with Nintendo, which OOT is not on it at the moment.
Yeah,
there's
only so much we can do in each year.
But when it's time to start looking into, as we start going through those things, we can start having more of a conversation then. All Might, as I said, it's complicated. Troy Blair, is there still hope that there might be 3 or more pre-orders for The Legend of Zelda this year?
Hold on a second. Nick Smith. Rider Link is not PVC. The little leaflet that came with the Breath of the Wild Link PVC, those 2 items, the Shaker Slate and the Rider Link, are resin. Okay? Resin.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Troy Blair, 3 or more pre-orders for LOZ? Possibly. Two or 3, I think, minimum. Yeah?
What?
2 or 3 Zelda pieces this year.
This year?
Yeah? Mm-hmm. 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 That's like lols. That's so lols, isn't it? By the way, we went for. You see the damage for it, but we're gonna go for. Let's fucking do it. Yeah, fuck it.
You guys are gonna be happy. 4. Can it meet?
Mate, if we have our fucking way, we'll do it for.
That's just for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Of course, man.
For triples? Nah, mate.
So it's yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6. If everything goes to plan.
This year?
Nah, that's a bit, yeah. 2-3 is more sensible. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot in development though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
It's good because it means it's going to come out at the end eventually.
Eventually, yes.
All right, Braden Cole, when you go to check on the factories, do you get an excited vibe from the workers? Or they get all nervous with Big Papa Alex coming in to check on them? That's a good question. Do the workers get excited? The factory owner gets excited because I'm basically there to say yes or no to letting it go, as in approving it.
Yeah.
So they get excited about that, and some of the management stuff that they just like when I come because I'm like all of a sudden I just bust out with the old puto one. They're like, what the? I guess I don't know if they're still impressed by that or not, but how do I say? When I go to the factories, typically, I'm spotting mistakes and I'm going batshit crazy about it. So, usually I think they get nervous but when I say something's done well and I'm impressed with it and I let them know, they feel very relieved and very excited about that. So it's recognizing the hard work when it's been done right. Usually it's the case when I've come back twice. I've gone back a second time. So the first time round I've spotted these mistakes. When I go back again and it's been improved, then they feel more confident about that as well. So the answer is typically, generally quite nervous, I think is the answer. Also, any updates on the Aqua mass production? That is not slated until, that only went up in December, wasn't it? November, December, so that's still not
early.
And one more Star Wars or Star Trek, for sure it is Star Wars for me, and I know
Star Wars for you, isn't it?
Star Trek
for me, yeah.
Yeah. Although I would always enjoy a bit of the Next Generation when it was on. I enjoyed the point-and-click version of Star Trek. It was like FMV, and you had to like click stuff, and it was like amazing graphics back in the day. So, if I had to choose between the two, Star Wars, but I don't
talking
mind
about the franchise or the games?
The
I like the Star Wars game, the arcade game.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking about the franchises themselves.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're both good, but Star Trek.
Yeah, I grew up more with Star Wars. Just Braden in the comments. Do they get nervous when making production videos? Breathing down their necks. Yeah, a little bit. I think so. Always before I start video, I'm like, I have like this little. I have this app. When I do this, we turn this up. When I do this, they know that I'm coming and they hide all the kids. This is the warning. Hide your kids! Hide the kids! There is no child labor! Hide your kids!
Hide your kids! They talk like that.
And then they do this. That means I know it's all clear and I can start videoing.
Oh, you know what? The next time you start off with the production video, you should
you should do that with it. No one's gonna know why I've done that.
Only the club members know why.
Well, they have the app as well. They do that sound to say it's all clear.
Yeah. Can't believe you still got that on.
All right, cool. So I saw Braden's just joined, so for sure that is answered your question. Chandler Burns, we're up to 62 now. We are, Jesus.
62.
Yeah. John Rufano, any updates on Bowser? Nothing for now. The first thing will be to just make sure that Bowser Flame is correct, and then we will continue accordingly. Christina Marie, is there any chance we can get a JoJo Bizarre Adventure line? I went for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as part of the first group of licenses that I went after, and we got denied. But that was a long time ago. Maybe we could do another poll. Maybe that will help. So yeah, for sure. Martin Konyali, it's maybe a more of a fun day question. What do you think of making? What do you think about making your figures? The bosses look great in game, and will make some nice figures. You know, that's a little bit crowded now, but I would say in terms of you know, fun day stuff, that's perfect for fun day, and I would love to see what people think about it.
As time goes,
as I said, all these that are no's for nows can always be yeses later on, when enough time goes past. Because these things take ages to be made in the first place, right, Chocks?
Yeah. Ages.
Nick Smith knows what's up. Hi, Joel Keats. Hi, Joel. Why have I got everyone raping everybody up in here? Do you remember that? Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
Bradley Chanaby King finished early from work on Friday, so I can actually watch the whole Q&A. Nice one, Bradley. Where you at? Bradley, where you at, yo? Andrew Gersman, is there a chance at all to have the red collar on Alucard as an option? Just really disappointed if we don't get that option, since a lot of people will like the red collar. Maybe we can at least support to see there's enough support. Of course, I can appreciate that there'll be a lot of support for it. It would split it down the middle. I've already seen people voting on it as well, but unfortunately, we wanted to default. And as I said beforehand, as I let you guys know, when I let Konami make that decision, that it was going to be like that. So sorry about that.
Adam Tilley is asking, hey, what are these? That's like the fourth person today. Right?
Ryan's asking as well.
Ryan's asking as well. What are those?
Exactly.
Well, a while back we won some awards from Collectiveverse, and these are the awards. They arrived this week. Are medals, and basically one for Artorias, best scoped, one for best long chat, which is the Q&A, you know, over 31 minutes. And then best Facebook.
Has it been over 31 minutes? Oh yeah, it's been 2 hours.
So we should get like a medal per hour. No, 2 medals.
6,
per
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then one of them was for best Facebook group. So yeah, so these arrived. So looking awesome. We've got F4F on the back, and we have GCA on the other side.
Golden Collectors Awards.
Golden Collector Awards. Yes.
Sweet.
Yeah. So thanks to you guys for voting.
Absolutely, much appreciated, guys. Ronald Jacob, what is up? Is Jin Ultimate Edition a certainty? Nope, it's not a certainty, but could be a reality. Need to think about that. Earthworm Jim has over 400 yeses. Now, can you help us rally fans? How can we help you rally fans? We put down a TT. TTs are shareable from the F4F Aramis. .xyz. And I've seen you rallying in Rad Titans group, as I said last couple of weeks ago, which is cool. Yeah, you know, maybe this is a slow burner thing. But the thing about Earthworm Jim is, who has the license? Interplay. Last I heard they're setting up for auction. I don't know if anyone's bought it. Let's buy it, guys. Christopher Lee Eaton, like Rick Astley, never going to give you up. Much appreciated. We're never going to let you down either. Dabi, a true Edge and Christian 5-second pose should really have both Alex and Chocks participating. You can see a photo of the iconic first pose in the replies to this comment, although I'm pretty sure you can come up with your own one. That would be superb too. And there you go. Here it is, Chocks. That's the 5-second pose. All I would say is, if someone, we will work tirelessly on a 5-second pose for anybody who gets denied a denying pose for who that.
A denying pose?
Yeah, like JB, like we did last week.
Okay, yeah.
How to do it all nicely coordinated.
Rub it in, yeah.
Absolutely. Now that I'm playing Symphony of the Night, I'm really liking the other cloak colours, like blue and green. More Alucard variants still under consideration. Yeah, Crystal Cloak is the one I'm thinking of the most. I think that would be the most beautiful. Do you ever think about not telling us about certain characters in development, or showing us any sneak peeks of those characters that preview Friday can come, you were like, boom, pre-order for that character, and you had no idea it was coming? Well, the answer to that was, when I created that F4F calendar, I asked you guys, would you rather not know and have the F4F magic, or would you rather know so you can prepare? And almost unanimously, except for the big players or the lottie, were like, we want to know so we can prepare ahead of time. So the answer to that was, it was dictated by the club that most people do want us to do that ourselves. I mean, like, let them know ahead of time. There are definitely some stuff that we are kind of like, boom, there it is. Yes, please.
Yeah, no, just.
It's gonna be. It's sure it's be like a. You click on this and then it's like a comment. Oh no, yeah. Well, you know. And the. I've lost my train of thought. So the answer to that is there will be some, but that's mainly going to be probably more like the PVCs, I'd say, to be honest with you, because it's more like, although you kind of know that they're coming up. No, the generally answer is mainly no. Is the answer to that. I think I'm a big, especially because we're doing so many releases at once now, so many throughout a year, that people need to know ahead of time. I think a lot of people are having to like choose between what they want now. How many votes would you need to consideration for an Alex and Choco's ST Mini resin figure? Over 9,000.
Over 9,000.
That's what Derek wrote.
Oh, right, yeah. Over 9,000.
Sarah Arrington. How do you find the balance between artistic interpretation and accuracy, even that is by trying to closely emulate another artist's design? There is no hard and... How do you find the balance? Well, it's a lot of trial and error, communication back and forth. We try to be as accurate as we can, to be honest with you, and that sort of, we lean more towards that size. Do you ever trust your instincts, even though it may be unpopular? Nope. I always go for the popular choice because, yeah, that's better. Popular opinion does not always denote righteousness. Well, okay, agreed. I go for... Yeah, if everyone tells me that obviously, if everyone tells me that the sun is purple, I'll be like, nah, man, it's yellow, and I'll stick to my guns on that. That's probably not a good example, but in terms of if it is about aesthetics, that there is no right or wrong answer, I'll go with a popular opinion. If there's no right or wrong answer. Is Chibi more than just a confirmed thought? I would like to see trotting around with some grass sprouting behind him personally. He's more than a confirmed thought. He. What will Chocks' gift be when you visit Bang next week?
Huh?
What will Chocks' gift be when you visit Bang next month? Or is it a secret? My collection is impressive as Bang's, although Jeremy B wants to see my plushes. Some brush gods to protect my... I would love to see some brush gods to protect my smaller plush. Are you getting a gift from Bang?
No, I'm not that I know of. All I know is you're gonna see him, right?
Yeah.
In May.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
2 weeks in 2 months' time.
I'm not expecting any gifts.
I'm just reading this out, mate. It's news to me.
It's news to me.
Indeedy. All right. Sabuchi, did you know the Spyro remake in the works before today? When did you hear about it for the first time? What?
Hey. Looks
There's
like,
no... There's...
All we see is a
Mate,
rumor.
You let me know if that's for real. You made me like... Is that like a nanny nanny boo boo I got you? Because I was like, what? Is there even being a Spyro remake? Nice try. I would love for that to be the case. But until it's written and it's out of the... Unless it's printed in black and white by Activision, every single rumor that I read about that will be just that. Rumors until I see it being confirmed by Activision. I won't get my hopes up until then, but of course, as soon as that... I'll be love for that, wouldn't you, Chocks? That would be awesome.
Of course. Awesome. We love like remastered of old classics. For the new gamers that's never played the games before, so it's great for the
especially because we were talking about Crash Bandicoot today and all about how we were doing the classic and then the remastered came
Yeah.
at the most perfect time.
That's right.
Can lightning really strike twice, Chocks? Can it strike twice?
Lucky strike.
Brenton Friedley, is Banjo-Kazooie still on schedule for Q2? The answer is, yeah. We've made some changes. Some improvements. Looking good. Has MM landed in the US yet? When is it landing in the US? Checking out the boards.
Yeah. Should be.
Choice, we'll get back to you on this.
US Majora's Mask. Says April, late April, for the first batch.
Oh, right. Has it landed in the US? I think you're talking about Majora's Mask regular.
Regular.
Yeah.
Regular. Late March. It's on the boat.
Yeah. So the answer is he hasn't. Is it still scheduled? Has it landed? The answer is no.
No, late March.
Late March.
It's I would say end of March. Yeah, definitely. Like give it all the way to.
Well, we are coming to the end of March now.
Well, it's not really end of March. Just do 2 weeks.
No.
It's mid March right now.
Yeah, coming to the end. Anyways, yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
So soonish, I would hope. When do you expect Sif replacements and the rest of the ES to be made? Now, the answer is we're starting to remake those. So it's not going to be small. We've got to do like 200 plus, or we've got to do something like that. We've got to do a lot of replacements and then finish off the line. Nick Teeves, hey, do you plan on putting Skull Knight up for pre-order this year as well? Also, when we get a first look at him, I had done some sneaks of him before. It's a bit of teehees. Will it be end of this year? Possibly. We want to sort of, that is going to be more, because Guts is super expensive, and Skull Knight will be super expensive. We've got to space it out a little bit more, so it's probably going to be every 7 to 8 months, I'd say.
Yeah, so let's see how the reaction goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Do you know exactly when Mugen will ship? I probably hope to see that leaving the factory mid April, late April. It's deep in production now. I'll do some more videos. I think. Did I do the one about his? Oh, I don't think I posted the one about his. A tape testing his legs.
Who?
Mugen's. Did I do that?
His legs?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no.
Here we go, guys.
Ah, shh, Jesus.
I don't think so.
Let me see where it was at. Chat.
Hey James, you said something about an email. No, you haven't posted it.
I'm posting this one, right? She literally does that for the entire video. She just sits there and like gives everyone like leg waxes. So yeah, okay, I'll post that then. That's Mugen's coming on nicely.
Yeah, so James, about people getting email about delay on silver shipping, why aren't you getting it? Well, it depends on what payment plan you're on as well, I believe. I had this question asked before. So if you are pay when the item is ready to ship out, then you won't receive that email.
Really, Chalk Star Trek, insert Alex disappointed gif.
Yeah, what's wrong with Star Trek?
Because of the issues with Snake, will that affect Psychomantis? Yeah. Psychomantis has been pushed back a bit as a result of that. Where do you draw the line when it comes to graphic content in your pieces? That includes blood, gore, nudity. I ask because when you're doing Berserk, I feel like you could do so much more with upcoming pieces regards to graphic content as well as possible future projects. Nothing's off the table if there's enough support for it. Lastly, have you watched Drifters? It's fairly new, awesome in my opinion. I feel like it would make a cool anime to pick up while brushing up on some history. But it would also mean having to possibly go more graphic, which is why I asked the previous question. Adios. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I haven't finished it, but I've seen it.
Is it gory?
It's alright. It's very unique art style.
Yeah.
But has it got much traction lately? It's kind of faded away.
You mean it's drifted away?
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's cool. It's a cool idea. You know, mixing in with some of the old ancient Japanese historical characters, and then yeah,
Looks nice.
looks nice. Yeah.
Troy Blair, how many
Tell me what.
Troy Blair, never change. Always, every time, something Zelda related. How many Zelda statues are you currently working on resin and PVC? A lot. A lot. And how many would you like to be working on if the big end gave you the thumbs up? Everything, no questions, mate. That is like every single Zelda piece that we make is like a gift from the heavens. And if we could, I'd be like, latest of other licenses. No, I'm only kidding, guys. Jesus, right? But no, the answer is we'll be making a lot more than if we could.
Ryan goes, can you please get Kiru out of the vote? Yakuza 6 out soon. Well, he's not even in the vote yet.
He is in the vault.
He's in the vote?
We tried to bring him out, but I got to rework him all.
Really?
Yeah, do you remember?
There you go.
I'll have a conversation with with Chris next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Right, can we sit back up now?
Can we?
It's gonna stop everybody from asking you about it raise this up a bit because I feel like I've been super low down.
Raise the table.
No. You see, it's gonna be moving now, so I think we can be okay. All right. You're low now.
That's fine.
Slightly low. No, that's fine. We're gonna sit up. We're gonna sit up later on anyway.
It's
for
fine.
the Q&A. All right. It is already 20 past. I'm gonna cane through the rest of this because I still say it's still the last yesterday's. Okay. Here we go. Swig.
How much more?
Mark Johnson. Is there any chance Psycho Amanda's exclusive will be have a puppet Meryl? It's a great opportunity to get her into the line. The answer is nope. That would be too many. That would be too expensive. James B. Are there any plans for Okami after Chibaratsu? I don't need a definite answer. There's knowledge, maybe something in the future. More than Amaterasu love with the crystal being so far in production. How are Sparks and the X doing? Okay, the first one is: would there be more in the Okami line? The answer is too far away. The answer is we need to see how Shuri does. We need to see how Chibi does. You know, I'm a little bit concerned about how Life Size busted. Let's see how the PVC does. Let's see how Shira does. Let's see how Chibi does. But I'm thinking, what else is there? Do we start going to the brush gods? Maybe that's a bit too niche. What do we do? What do we do? Do we go 1/3 scale Ami? Do we go half scale Ami? What do you want to see? Do you want to see anything else? Well, in terms of the Sparks and the Dragon, there hasn't been anything done on that. That's actually lazy on my part. I need to get that sorted out. I've had some thoughts on what to do with that, though. I've had some thoughts on that. Which is giving me some motivation. Randy Gerards, did you read the Berserk manga or see the Berserk anime or just glance over it? The answer was both at the same time, between both of them. It was almost at the same time. Sort of back and forth, sort of simultaneously, and sort of see how they did the certain scenes. Pascal Mouchard, any news on Taki's production and when is she expected to start production? We shipped any news on the SC line? No news on the SC line, and Taki's production is in production. We just got the packaging approved the other day, so we will be doing that. Nana say, oh no, James Reyes, what do I have to do to get a sleepy of Bayonetta? Oh my god, she is caning my ass. That is something that I need to make some decisions on in the next day or so.
Did you post this a long time ago?
Yeah.
Oh.
Super long time ago.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nana say, are you guys going to make adjustments to Fighter Kirby's Batch 2 to prevent bending issues that have been reported developing over time? What are we going to do anything? Yeah, glue it. Do the flame in there, all breakages, right?
Just tilt everything 45 degrees.
It seems the center of gravity may be off and the peg and the flame might not be able to bear the load. You know what I think it is? I think people actually aren't assembling it properly. Do you think that's what it is? Not putting their foot in the right location.
Oh, the back foot.
Yeah. I've seen it happen quite a few times. Yeah. It's possible.
Still find the one in the office.
Yeah. I'll discuss with the team. See what the plan is for that. Ethan Palmer, will Bowser and Barrier suit ship around the same time? Possibly. Barrier started, Bowser is at the same factory, but Barrier will take a long time. Bowser's big, but he won't actually be that. If everything goes smoothly, Barrier should be first. Will Katie Simonelli, how is Spyro coming along? Super excited after last week's tape test video. You guys are major, much appreciated. Yes, Spyro's coming along nicely, but the factory's still concentrating on Majora's Mask right now. Did you expect the prospect of reducing Nito's size to create such a divide amongst fans? Any news on Mimic? And the answer is to Hunter's question. No, I'm pretty, yeah, no. A lot of people with the Dark Souls range has a very, very strong opinion, and I can appreciate they all having different opinions on that. Ultimately, I'm gonna err on the side of affordability. As long as he's big and imposing as well. Does he need to be even more big and imposing? I think that if the question is he big and imposing? The answer is yes. Should he be even more big and imposing? Well, look, if he's already big and imposing, then if you start going even more at the point that you then exclude a lot of people because of the price, I think that's the line that we shouldn't cross. And any news on Mimic, we need to get approvals on that. Keep going on for that. Robert Elliott, can we get an update? Can we get an ETA for when Ami LSB will be shipping? That's still at the casting stage. But it started now, so that started, so maybe probably about 4 months' time. 2, who put the boop in Boop? Isn't that like Betty Boop? Boop boop beep boop. I thought that was what she was.
Really? Oh.
Boop shoe boop. Is that boop or bop? Bop shoe bop. What's a bop shoe bop?
Don't know.
Vincent Windish, so...
Who put the bomb?
Vincent Windish is...
Barry Mann.
Vincent Windish is being incredibly rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know we're human too? That's what I'm gonna say about that. Austin Frazocco, any news on Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-No? How is Dead Space looking now that it's above 710 in the yes votes? That is pretty impressive, but there's no news on that. I'm quite... Mark Johnston, shout out to Brenda, great communication as always. Nice one, Brenda. Communicating everybody's various suit details. That dude's various suit details. Yeah. Nana say, anytime Chris, been waiting for that Phoenix for a long time. Indeedy. Norma Jean, hey, Stimpy and the Brain. Unfortunately, I'm having training days for a couple of weeks, so I'm missing the stream. Oh, no. Please leave a message after the beep if you're gonna answer below. Number 1, any news about TFM? I'm curious about the base. Can we expect a little sneak peek? No sneak peeks. 2, we've already given sneak peeks. You just had a sneak peek the other day as a teehee. 2, yeah, you forgot to mention the teehee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was on a Friday or Saturday night. So it was last week's.
No, it was not. Rubbish. That was a Saturday. It was this week's. This week's. I did it on the way to pick up Harvey.
I'm sure it's not that one.
100%. That was last week's.
Are you sure?
100%. You know me, my 100%. They usually go down to 0% very quickly right afterwards.
Oh no.
Two, when is Guts going to be up for pre-order and when we're having the black and white edition as well? Just love the manga so much. And the answer is in 3 weeks' time, if everything goes smoothly. Black and white would be after, if we were going to do one, after. Keep going. Keep going.
So it's going to be from the 10th. Right?
Yeah,
so
baby.
It's going to be from the 10th.
Yeah, baby. Is that written by Miguel? That list?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
He missed a few things out as well.
Yeah, baby, you'll see. Alright. Are there going to be variants of Kirby, and can we expect sneak peeks of that? And if everything goes smoothly, we talk to Warpstar, the answer is yeah. Number 4. I am on the waiting list for Fighter Kirby Top 10. How much chance do I have this will convert? Very, very slim. Oh, got one of those questions that could be answered by other members. Oh, yep, if other guys can. Merci, danke, dankjewel, gracias. Nice. French, Dutch, and Spanish. No? Not coming now?
Refreshed, it's still not coming up.
Alright, let's have a go over here.
Just doesn't want to load.
Oh, it's quite slow here as well.
Load. Why is it so
quite slow
slow?
here as well, Alright. Adam Foley, how is Sonic and Tails diorama coming along? Nicely. Pre-order this year? Yeah, hopefully. End of the year. Braden, so with Alucard cloak changes, I noticed that the email said Konami wanted a grey collar, but the new mock-up is exactly the white. It says she said grey or white. She didn't say, it wasn't quite grey only. So the answer is, I'm pretty sure it was grey/white. It would be as per the mock-up that we did. Or was that too white? Hey, I can do some versions of that if you guys want to vote on that. Would like to see a little bit more grey.
Why is it not loading?
Let me see. It's Alex Davis. Oops. Posted by you.
Most
recent. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, all I need to just type in this. Daily obvious. That's what it was. Boo! 10th, baby. Oh, baby. I told you, that's a Saturday, yo. I knew it. Miguel, too busy going to Tokyo.
Yeah. See? Always something. Always something.
Greg Michalowski Jr. Chocks, what's your favourite Streets of Rage soundtrack? Chocks.
Yeah, what? Who's asking?
Greg is.
Greg, I replied to him through PM. I guess the ending credits from the first game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the game back in the day. I don't know anything about the soundtracks though. I loved, doing Axel doing the uppercut and recording at the police cars. My distinct memories of that.
Yep.
How did Alucard sales go? Did they surpass your expectations? For the one, very rarely do I see Chocks impressed and he was impressed. So, the answer is...
Impressed
yeah.
what?
With Alucard. Unexpectedly. Unexpected.
Yeah.
See, that's like amazing. If it's like, that's like amazing. The Castlevania poll is still gaining steam. Over 310, 320, sorry, 312 for SOT, Richter, so 375 for both Richters combined. I'm not gonna include that because those are the same people voting. I think the 3D model will attract people. Also, it's not too difficult to make. If it's not too difficult to make, it only takes me like 4 years to develop them. So yes, it's difficult to make. If it's this season, we consider swappable heads, Rondo and Symphony of the Night. I would, if I was gonna do that, I would combo pack them and make them both.
He's on the stream.
Sure he is. Yeah, I knew he was on the stream from earlier. And most of these people will be on the stream. It's only an hour ago.
Yeah.
He'll be
Martin
streaming
on the
Rondo,
stream.
nice one, this weekend to try and gain some more support. Perfect.
Good.
I'm pleased. I'm actually very pleased to see that Richter. Forget about Rondo. I'm just looking at SOTN. Richter is doing so well.
Post that stuff in the Castlevania International, Castlevania, and all the bloody Castlevania groups out there as well.
I did think it would have done worse. I would have thought it would still be like 250. I'm really pleased to see it 312. I'm surprised. So, good. Brendan Russell. Any updates on Ika now that she's at 490 plus? Maybe time to start discussing an ultimate pack with Sega. The answer is...
Where are the Sega fans?
No updates. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. You know, now that the thought was combo, but there's nothing to combo, so the next thing will be ultimate.
It should be the first ultimate.
No, she won't.
I'm thinking.
I wouldn't go all the way. I wouldn't go that much. That'd be taking a piss. So let's go. You know, obviously the exclusive is going to come with all the other stuff, right? And then go ultimate with. That was my plan. That's why I'm so excited about it.
Yeah.
But then they can go X. No. That's not X, that's ultimate.
Yeah, but having that, but not having that.
If they didn't get that, but they want that, then they would go for the X, which doesn't come with that.
The X of that.
Yeah, it does not come with obviously that, because then it wouldn't be ultimate then, would it? That's the point of ultimate.
Yeah, I know what the point of the
The
ultimate.
point of ultimate is to be.
Yeah, but that would be part of that.
Yeah, I know.
And they would have missed that.
So if they didn't get this, then they wouldn't get that.
Right.
They would just go for X. But the fact is,
But this-
more people are going to get that than they're going to get that. And if you know,
More people are going to get that than they would have get that.
no,
I'm just
if more
thinking-
people are going to get that than get that, right? And then if we didn't have that, those that weren't going to get
But why
that will
not?
get this one because they have that.
But why not, are these sharing the same that? Are they the same?
They belong to him, yes.
Ah, then why not do it? We mean him or her.
It.
It.
Yeah.
Let's call it it.
Yeah.
Like maybe that will be. We could do that like that. Like a.
Yeah, no, like what we're talking about today.
Like, well,
yeah. Yeah, that's a possibility as
today?
well. Yesterday.
Like that.
Yeah. No, I know. Or shall we say it? Should call it what it really is? Yeah. Let's call it for real. Yeah, it's called the hold on. 3 beautiful letters. Here we go. Ready? That's what we call it that line.
For a minute there, I thought you were gonna say.
I know. Well, you know.
Yeah, it was like that, or like it's basically like that.
You could do, but
Yeah.
if you go ultimate, then you only put that within there, then more we're gonna get. Anyways. Whew.
Head hurts.
Yeah. Martin Konyali, any updates on Yakuza? The answer is nothing to report. We have to go back to the drawing board for that, so we'll look into that. Well, we have more info at midnight when we get a chance. We're still waiting on some more feedback from Nintendo. Next reveal will be 50k to Alessio Bucci, Carl, Louis, Manzano. Sorry if my question is kind of dumb, but what exactly time is the live stream? The answer is now. I'm monitoring for when my friend can buy our tourist exclusive. Much appreciated. Very, very soon. Now let's say, what happened to the 3-day super exclusive? Do they run the whole week, 2 weeks now? Yes, they do. It started with Alucard and will always stay that way. It is annoying as hell to try and advertise a 3-day exclusive window because it doesn't work. We're getting better at advertising now, and it's like like I had no ability when all of that. So listen to this, Nana. Say all of that advertising that was for Snake was only for the exclusive. None of it was for the neon green version, because by the time the advert starts, the edition is finished. What's the point? When I run a campaign, it's for 2 weeks, and it's ridiculous just to sort of start a campaign and make it only last for 3 days, and then start another campaign to keep going without one of the editions. So the answer is no more. Curtis Spence, did you know the coming Spyro remaster when you were making your statue? Are we missing something? The two people have said this now. Has Activision actually announced anything? Because I'm like getting all excited about that if they have.
Hyping the hype, 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 hype.
Has there been any announcement? Again.
Go back up again. What's the title say?
Update. The leak time has come and passed without a Spyro the Dragon Treasure Trilogy announcement. We'll keep looking for any Spyro remake news, but for now this one appears to have been false. Can you guys stop getting our hopes up, please?
Nah. It's like F4F. Always giving
Such a tease.
Yeah.
I'm like,
stop teasing us with the tease.
we would love it so much if they're working on one. And, you know, the rumors are the rumors. Until they actually turn around and announce it, I don't even know what's going on. If they even do. I don't know. Jason Choi, excited for Jet and Spike, which are listed for schedule on the site. We have seen the listings on MFC for Faye. Oh, did you hit up MFC?
I will.
Okay, please do, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Okay, so I was wondering when they're coming down the pipeline. Also love a nice and Faye statue figure. Yeah, so Jet will probably come first. No, Spike will probably come first. And hopefully if I can get things done in the next 2 months. Michael Pilot, good morning. Hope it's time for a bit more Michael and FMA. Let's start with a bit of general. Roughly, after roughly a week, 2B's polls got a little over 700 yeses. Is that more than you anticipated? Yes. When you partner up with licensors and work on their statues, do you have access to some secret info? For example, did you know that Geralt revealed for Soul Calibur 6? The answer is yes, we do have some access to some stuff. Did not know anything about Geralt. Number 3, what is complicated about getting in touch with someone at Konami? Was it complicated? Well, no. I just emailed my contact and asked them to go and speak to the production team. And they came back with that. FMA time during 4M FMA fun. During FMA for Fun Day, did you look at my post regarding good guys and bad guys and the one-to-one Alphonse? And if so, what are your thoughts about that? The answer is, you know, we're obviously working on the two main guys. We did run a poll back in the day for FMA, and maybe that needs another revamp once we get the people in for Alphonse. We can then run that again, and once we do that, we can then run the question again.
Alphonse.
Those character suggestions will be done via polls and official polls. So, you know, I love what you've done, but we'll go something official when the time comes. With Alphonse, I know there hasn't been any stinks or anything recently, but is there any challenges for production? There will be. It is a difficult piece. It's a big piece. You know, Alphonse, yeah, it definitely comes with some challenges. Was painting approved? It is not ready to submit yet. We're working on just waiting for a decal to arrive. If so, when can we expect a sneak? And the answer has it been approved? And how long to PO? Probably about 4 or 5 months? 3, 4, 5 months? Something like that. The point is, as soon as we can get approval, we'll start sneaking that and give people time to start preparing. I know you're prepared, but other people aren't. Michael out. Rafael Joras. When can we expect a sneak peek of Bayonetta in the next month? Nope. So hard. Let me get more confident down that before I start showing anything. Alex Walker, both near 2B and Isaac Clarke have hit 700 plus on the TT. Does that mean they'll be considered? Sure, we're always considering. We're always looking. Curtis Spence. On the website, MM says payment date is earliest on shipment is estimated.
Yes.
payment stuff. Brenda, read that. I don't know about. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know anything about the payments and any of that sort of stuff. So I don't really. The website for your Majora's Mask says estimated date, but it said earliest Q2, which is April. Have I got an email saying final payment March 19, which caught you off guard? It's really hard because everyone's at different times in different locations, and everyone's one is really, really hard to control. If they're doing it within 2 weeks, that's already pretty good. But I'm pretty surprised that the website says Q2, and then I'll say March 19th. I don't know is the answer. Oliver Houghton, F4F merch, such a t-shirts. Yeah, man, let's get that rolling. Uncle Scabs did miss you. Glad you're joining us back at it again on the Friday streams. Darcy Webb, can you guys hire me so I have more dollar for statues? Let us know in the comments what is your. If I'm you, and I'm playing as you, and I go down, forward, punch. What's your special skill? Do you Hadouken? Let us know. We can see whether or not we need a Hadoukena, a Shoryukena, or a Wakakakakakaka. Let us know what you can do. Michael Lai says, hire me first. If, Chocks, we ever need a marine biologist, I know the guy to speak to. Darcy says she can guard the vault. So that means she must have some fighting skills. There'll be a lot of people trying to run and open up the vault. Jason Choi would love to take on one. We'd love to see your take on our Motoko from Ghost of the Shell. Yeah, we went after that quite a long time ago and we got denied. It's a long time ago, though. Ashley Liang, any news for The Legend of Spyro? No updates on that. Adam Tidy, can we expect a Banjo PO in April? Possibly, probably late or beginning of May. Am I likely to receive my MM in the UK in the next 30 days? Yeah, sure. It's already on the boat, off the top of my head. Mikalowski Jr., can you end the Q&A by giving Chuckles a Kamehame and a counter with a... Is that one of those?
No, it's not. This is a Final Flash.
Oh...
Oh,
that one, yeah? Let me see the... What's that? Playing a game of Mercy.
Game of Mercy, yeah.
Did you play that before? Mercy like that?
Yeah, nuts.
Call it nuts?
Nuts, isn't it?
Nuts?
You're not nuts?
No, I called it Mercy. I was like champion of that. Let me finish this. Adam Tiley. Also, I'm in top 10 of Bowser. You go to transfer conversion? Yep. Phoenix, Nana say, Phoenix Wright Ultimate Edition 1/4 scale potential. Let's see how the 1/6 does, yeah? Curtis Spence. If I keep asking a question, how long can we stretch this Q&A? As long as it keeps going. I see someone's writing a comment.
Yeah.
Typing a comment. Whilst you're doing that, I'm going to work on the Q&A. I'm going to work on the who that. So make sure you start typing test.
Test.
It's just Chuckles, you lied to me.
Why? What
Greg.
did I say? It wasn't great. Ashley.
Oh, Ashley?
What did I say to you? What
Oh,
did I,
Ashley.
what? Oh, what about the news for Legend of Spyro? What did I say? When did I lie? Ashley. What did Ashley post lately? Ashley. Yeah, what did I say, Ashley? Oh, I can't get it out of my head now.
All right.
You found one yet?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh, all right. I said asking the Q&A for more information, and Alex said none. Well, I only said ask, so I didn't lie. I didn't lie.
I don't even know. Ask about what?
Legend of Spyro. Ashley's like expecting an answer. I say, asking the Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the answer to that was there's no news right now.
Yeah, there's no news.
There's no news. There's no updates apart from what we've been working on.
That is an answer, isn't it? Though.
Yeah. It's not like if there's any news. All right.
Who are we going for? What? Yeah, I don't know the name.
Yeah, I know. It's this.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Character, yeah?
Yep. Full name.
Full name, character, only, please.
All right. Oh, there's some more Q&As. Let me see. Curtis Spence. On the next Q&A, can we get a Chocks cam showing his screen? His screen. Screen. They want to see your screen. Oliver Hutton. Chocks, do you eat any snacks? Are you eating any snacks today?
Not
You
today.
didn't eat anything
No,
today. You
no.
haven't eaten anything, have you?
No. I'm not hungry.
Can you sit on Chocks? I don't. I don't know. I value my life, so the answer is nope. Also, is it Preview Friday? The answer is no, it's not Preview Friday. It's Reservation Friday next week, though. And it
Next
will
week,
be,
remember, Reservation Friday.
All right, guys, it is time for the...
It's a suggestive lie. Oh, come on, Ashley.
It is now time for 2 winners for Who Dat for a chance to win 1
billion.
1 billion reward points. In 3, 2, 1. Who Dat.
Character only, please. What did I like, Mr. Tilly?
Who Dat.
I never said this Friday was a preview Friday. Yeah, get on with it. Yeah, that's right, Devon. Devon was like, shut up, I want my points.
Oh, yeah, Devon.
Devon.
Oh, no, he didn't win.
No, Adam said, I'm being accused of liar by 2 members. I never said it was a preview Friday. Where?
Has anyone got Venom, Snake? Are you keeping an eye on what's going on, yeah?
Yeah, no one's got
Where's it?
anything.
Jason Rio.
Character.
Who Dat? That's quite obvious there. Maybe
Where,
people
where,
get
where?
that.
What's obvious?
That's kind of obvious.
Really?
No? Well, maybe.
No. We can't
Jason,
say,
it could be absolutely
it could
anything.
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 And we're going to choose the winners
Dixie.
based on our screen, who we
Clear
see.
my notifications. You're absolutely right. Let me do that.
Yeah.
Clear all of that.
Why?
Because it's embarrassing. I've got all that communications.
Yeah. Oh.
That was quick. Oh my gosh.
Because it's your damn notifications, right?
No, it wasn't my notification. So we got Craig,
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yeah.
How did you get just that quickly? Just from that? There you go, guys. Cat in the hat. I'm pretty impressed. I gotta say, so many people got it at the same time as well. Was that really that obvious? Sort of interlace fingers. That was basically it, and they got it. Amazing. So we're just gonna go over our comments here. We just go back down, and we saw,
Let's go back down.
and you can see that it is. First one is here.
Craig,
Yeah.
Craig
And the next one
David.
is Tyler.
It's Craig David.
Craig David. Who's dressed as Carmina? Let's do it. Craig and Tyler.
Craig David.
It's the art style, yeah.
A Tyler.
Uncle Scabs got it first. Let me see.
Oh, have we got
Here
Uncle
we go.
Scabs?
Where's Uncle Scabs? No.
Oh,
no.
On our screen, it's
You're fourth, baby.
It's Craig, then Tyler.
Yeah, baby, you're
and
here.
then Colin.
Yeah, you're here, baby.
Colin Matthew, and then John Scablet, then
There you go.
Ellie.
It's good to actually highlight that so everyone can see what we're looking at. So you can see it for sure.
Oh yeah, it shows on the other side, yeah.
Yeah, you can see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at that so you can see what's up. Says, yo, I got it before.
Yeah, I got it finished on my screen.
Yeah,
Not
baby.
fair. Not fair.
It seems faster on your screen because obviously all you have to do is just hit it, and it's much quicker for it to appear on your own screen. But it's what it comes out to our side.
Our side.
Our side. All right. Craig, it's a nobie.
Gotta get a
A
rewind.
nobie. I don't believe Craig has ever done it before, right?
Clyde David.
Fresh meat. Fresh meat.
Fresh meat.
Fresh meat to the who that
No, Craig.
bonfire.
Craig has not played before.
And how about Tyler?
Tyler.
No.
No.
Oh, fresh meat.
Double
Chocks.
fresh meat.
Do you think they're even gonna get 500 points, Chocks?
Nah.
No.
For the chance to win
500 war points. Here, how about make this easy?
What's the max again?
If I go, here you go, Chocks. I give you 1 coin. I give you another coin. And I give you another coin. And I take another coin away. And I give you another one. And then I only have one and I put it here. They'll still get it wrong. Because it's fresh meat. Yeah. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Boom! Craig
Craig is going first.
Making the assumption this is your first who that. Maybe you don't know the rules. We have 3 coins in 4 hands. You have a 75% chance to just nominate 1, 2, 3, or 4. Show number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. If you get it right, you will get 500 reward points. Otherwise, you will walk away with absolutely nothing.
You gotta get the coin.
Yeah, Larissa thinks 3. Nick says 1. Oliver says 2. Brenton says 2. Devon says 3. Craig says 1. I can tell you if you'd gone for hand number 2, you would have got yourself 500 reward points. If you got for hand number 3, you got 500 reward points. But no, because you're a newbie, we decided to go easy on you. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Oops.
You got it.
There
Nice
you go.
one. 500 reward points.
500.
Now you can walk away with those reward points, or you can go for 1,000 reward points. Here we have 2 coins and 3 hands. In 3, 2, 1, boom! You now have 2 coins in 3 hands. That is a 66% chance. You go for hand number 1, number 2, or number 3 for a chance to win 1,000 reward points. Of course, you can walk away with those. But of course, if you go for for this one and you don't get it right, you walk away with nothing. And likewise, if you do decide to stick with the 500, do let us know what you would have gone for had you played for it.
Easy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nana says 1. Craig says number 3.
Clyde goes for number 3.
For someone who's never played before, he seems to be very, very certain.
Yeah,
He's like number 3.
Yeah, whatever, innit?
Well, I can tell you, mate. If you had chosen number 2 and you had the confidence, you would have got yourself 1,000. But you went for number 1. No, number 3. Bam. Because a 3, 2, 1. Woo! What was that? Beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck. So right now, 2 out of 2. 1,000 points.
2,000 points is now a 50-50 chance. We have here a number. It's a coin with the number 1.
Focus. Coin with number 1.
Hide. Oh, fuck. Alright, we have here a coin with the number 1. Focus. And the other one is a flower. So all you need to go for is say, do you believe it is going to be a flower or a coin or the number for a chance to win 2,000 reward points.
Yep. Or walk away with 1,000 points.
It's a 50-50 chance. Flower or coin, so flower or number. Let us know in the comments. If you walk away, Let us know what you would have gone for. Uncle Scouts, I was robbed.
What was he robbed for? No one's gonna rob you.
Oh, is he robbing about not being number one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Flower, 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 number, number, flower. Flower, flower. Number. Walking away! But flower, hey, there's nothing wrong. You know, it's your first time. You
Yeah.
don't want to push your luck too much. The boy's got 1,000 reward points. Reached 1,000. He reached level 1, but he didn't play
reached
it.
up
So
to
you just
level
say,
3, yeah.
just say completed level 2. And walked away with 1,000.
Yeah.
3, what do you go for? He would have gone for what?
Flower.
A flower, yeah. Is it flower?
Yeah, it's a flower.
Ah, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, flower. Flower, it was. Well, you know, could have been looking at 2,000, but that is the way it goes. All right, nice one. Tyler.
Could you be another lucky winner?
Can you
Beginners.
make my heart beat faster? Because it's super slow right now.
Make him panic.
Do, do. Do, do. I don't hear that. Do, do, do. That's how it was when it was JB. But he got denied. But, Chocks,
Oh,
even walking away with any reward points is an achievement in this game.
yeah.
Tyler, let's do it. 3 coins.
Time
4
to be a
hands.
disappointment, Tyler
In
says.
3, 2, 1. Boom! 4 hands, 3 coins. 66%, sorry, 75% chance for a chance to win 500 war points. Do you go for hand number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4 for a chance to win 500 war points? All you need to do is just choose a hand that has a coin.
Larissa, I want
I
to see
Alex
how
go
it goes
savage
again.
again. Time to be a disappointment, says Tyler.
Come on, Tyler.
Nana says 1. MJP says 3. Oliver says 4. Cedric says 4. 3 number 1s are now saying, and a number 4. 4s and 1s. So he's gone for number 1. He's gone, yeah, 4s and 1s seems to
Let's
be the
go
ones
with
to be
number
chosen.
4,
Okay.
Tyler says.
Well, I can tell you, if you'd gone for hand number 2, you would have been getting yourself a 500 war points. If you'd gone for hand number 3, you got yourself 500 war points. But no, you decided to go for hand number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Woo!
No, he said he decided to go for number 4.
Oh
He
yeah,
said
shit.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So he
No,
has
yeah,
he has
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Woo! Not bad. Beginner's luck, yo.
No.
What is it? All right. 500 raw points
He knows the game.
for a chance to win 1,000 reward points.
3 hands.
3 hands, 2 coins in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Do you want to go for hand number 1, number 2, or number 3? You can walk away with 500 reward points. If you do decide to walk away, let us know what you would have gone for. 1, 2, or 3 for 1,000 reward points. 1, 2, or 3. Oliver says 2. Adam says 2. Cedric says 2. MJP says 1. Nana says 1. Nick Steve says 2. Waiting for you, Tyler. Brunton says 1.
he's gone for
Tyler says 1. I'm not going to keep going even though Turgis says 1. And everybody else is saying their numbers. But we have the information. It is Tyler. He has gone for number 1. I can tell you if you had gone for number 2, you would have got yourself... Was this 1,000 raw points?
1,000, yes.
But no, you decided to go 50-50 and you went for number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Ah!
Yeah, I think we're gonna use the bigger coins next time.
Yeah. Which one do you want to go? Which hand do you want to go for? And OMG,
Good.
denied. Sorry about that, Tyler.
Good spot.
Good sport. Hopefully you get a chance to be in the hot seat next time. Whenever you do get a chance as well, remember, it's never in hand number 1. Or is it? Denied. My heart beats slow for another week.
So Craig, don't worry. We'll sort you out the points very, very soon. Very soon.
Very, very soon. No 5-second pose. The 5-second pose is only for when my heart beats too fast.
And it's like, nah, right now. Yeah.
It's fine.
You feel that? You feel that? Nah, I can't feel anything.
No. All I know is if any doctor would like touch my pulse when I was JB, I was
Yeah.
like, mate, you should be having a cardio arrest in like 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's so funny.
That was the worst feeling last week, I gotta say. 10-second pose. Alright guys, it is exactly 3 hours to the time that we launched this stream. We'll be on it for the next few minutes. Of course, there are now 94 peeps on the stream, so thank you so much for joining us. There will be a feeding frenzy right after this stream in the next 15 minutes, so make sure you hang around about that. I strongly recommend that you jump on the product in your account on your F4F account. Go to the place where you enter in the coupon code. Then all you need to do is you could, as you guys are the streamers, I can tell you that the code will be F4F, sorry, FF /
FF?
what was it? There F4F / FF / and then it's going to be like a few little letters. You could just simply cut and paste that, or you can just remember what those last 3 or 4 digits are and put them in there. But otherwise, you will have a good chance to get those points. Of course, you are on the stream, so hopefully you guys get it. This is what it's all about. So 94, and that will be very, very soon. Any quick questions before we take off? Chocks, anything you want to add?
Yes,
comments?
a very quick shout out to James Harper in our group. He shared out a article from Viz Media today, and on there in that video, you can see our Saitama statue. They were celebrating, like a Happy Pie Day, where they showed you all the different manga books going along the screen.
Oh, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
It's nice. It's quite cool. Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, and like obviously Saitama's so big, it won't be able to fit on the screen, and all you see is the focusing on Saitama's crotch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quite funny.
You not see anything else of him?
So what?
Did you see the whole of him?
Yeah, I saw the whole
Oh,
clip.
okay.
It,
No.
it starts off with the whole.
Oh, okay.
And then the camera pans down really quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tyler says,
What's up?
"Can I walk away with 500 points now?" No, mate.
Too late now.
Too late.
Try
You
again
can't
next.
cut
Try
and
again next
paste
week.
on an iPad. Of course you bloody can. Surely.
And what?
Cut and paste on an iPad.
Cut and paste on an
You
iPod.
must be able to.
Can't cut and paste on an iPad.
I would have thought you can.
But it's like click and hold, right?
Yeah. Nick Teeve says he's been waiting for his long time for his points. Just tell Phil and give him his bloody points.
What?
Nick Teeves, where's he at?
For what points? The Huda or the Friday hashtag?
There is a shitload of fucking Phil points there to be given out. Holy shit.
No, they're already. They should.
Are those given out?
Yeah, don't panic.
Those are given out, yeah?
Just hold on. No. Is this this? Ah, yeah, this one. I've told Phil to do that. Yeah, don't worry. I've told Phil to do these.
Wait, all the ones that say Phil has not been
Nick,
done?
No. From here, it's already been given up to here, I believe. Right?
Okay.
And because usually I send Phil a batch,
Mm.
and then he'll go, and then once it's done, he'll type out done. I sent that to him sometime today, so give him some time next week. All right? Don't worry. There'll be that, and the next week I'll add these to next week's batch.
Why don't you just share that on the internal Dropbox and then just let him do it? Well, why not just do that there?
I think it probably needs reminding. It's best to remind.
But why just send him a batch? Just let him go through in entirety. You don't need to send him a batch. Just as soon as you put it there, you can just do it. Does he contact them?
For these ones, yes.
Okay, so just let him do that, innit?
Well, sometimes I don't know. I would rather do it weekly. I do it weekly.
Okay, we'll just let him catch up to the week then.
All right. If I find time.
Well, you just put it on the Dropbox. You don't have to do anything. Just say, all right, Phil, we did the Q&A. Go and get these. We had one winner, Craig, this week, etc., etc. It doesn't have to do too much.
On the Dropbox.
Yeah. What a screen grab it. As you click on the name, yeah? It's easier for him to click on it.
Yeah,
Well,
these links. Because I normally give him these as well.
But if you just stick it on the Dropbox, he can actually write in there and say, done. All right.
It'll be much quicker on Skype.
But then you've got to update it yourself.
Well, I'll just make sure he does it every week. No, I just like copy and paste it to him. Like,
Yeah, but then if he did it on the Dropbox, he don't have to do anything. You just write it in now and just do it on the Dropbox, and then you can just.
Well, I'd like to have some confirmation that he's done it.
Well, he can tell you on Skype that he's done it. At least then you look back at it.
Yeah,
it's
but the
been
thing
done.
is, I don't know what's been done and not done.
He can tell you I've done all of them up until this date. And the fact is, if you've given it on the Dropbox, it's only 2 people. It's not even 2 people a week that even wins it.
There's that, and there's others as well. It's more than just this.
Well,
giving
okay.
points. Yeah, there's other points to give out. Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of points. A lot of points.
Sounds like a lot of points.
A lot of points. A lot of points.
Yes, Vincent, don't worry. All been instructed to give it out.
Was there any other notices? Shout outs? I think.
No, that's
saw
it.
for you.
That's it.
Just the Viz one?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. That's it.
Alright, sweet.
Those at the front.
Alright, guys,
Yeah.
that is it. Thank you so much again for joining us. It is Friday Q&A with Chocks A number 60.
2.
And of course, it is the 16th of March 2018. It has been an absolute honor as always for you guys to hang out with us. Thank you so much, our F4F fam. We will be back at it again next week with the full reveal of Crash Bandicoot. Do let your friends know that might be interested in that. It's time to come back, and it's going to have some great marsupial action next week. Please do share that information. Alucard closes right after this stream. We'll be back open in 2 weeks' time. This weekend, for this weekend only, will be the remaining last chance weekend for Artorias SD. That's already good to go right now, and of course, that's where we're at. So thank you so much for joining us. This week, there's been no trolls coming in, so that's been nice,
It's not over yet.
True. And we'll see you in the club as always, and have a great day on Fun Day. All right, my guys, much appreciated. Okay, Chuck, anything you want to add before we go?
No, I've already said that's it.
All right, guys. Okay.
There's no more lies this week. It seems like
Everyone's calling you lying,
accusing me of being a liar. I'll show you some lies next week. I'm gonna give you some lies next week. All right.
Indeedy. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Chuckles.
F4F is love.
F4F is
We'll
life.
see you in the next one. Peace.
Laters. 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 Laters.